number here in the first inning. This is just so exciting. Woody, a couple of guys like us have been around here a long time, Woody.
Yeah, I think you need to turn yourself up a little bit more. I'm not hearing you very well.
We have been here a long time, you and I, in this town, and to have an opportunity to see a team make it to the championship round here, few and far between here. So what a great opportunity for Sioux City here to bring home a championship. And just looking around the crowd tonight, we saw earlier Miles Wolf. I could tell you some stories about Miles Wolf in 1992, some meetings we had with him in Sioux Falls when we were talking about the Northern League and independent baseball. Kind of a new creature. Look, here we are later, Woody, back here in Sioux City. Miles still here, and so are the Explorers. So it's about time for baseball in Sioux City. It's Game 3 of the championship series between the Laredo Lemurs and the Sioux City Explorers. Now we're going to a best-of-3 series. Let's get it started here on a Saturday night in Sioux City. We used to say, Woody, it's hockey time in Sioux City. Tonight, it's baseball night in Sioux City. And here with the play-by-play, my good friend, Woody Godberg.
All right, thanks, Jim. Ty Morrison steps in. He's the left fielder for the Lemurs, left-handed hitter, and Straka's first pitch is going to be low for a ball.
66 degrees.
And, of course, the scoreboard struck by lightning back in mid-August, so they post the numbers out there. How you hearing me okay?
I'm good. I got you good. What?
All right. And there's a ball flared out to left, and it's a can of corn and an easy catch, and just like that, 2 pitches. And it's an F7 to start the game, as that was an easy catch for Brent Keys out there in medium, deep left field.
Woody, the wind now looks like it's picked up a little bit, blowing right to left here, so maybe you get one up in the left field area there. Might get helped a bit, but really the weather is just of very little consequence tonight. It is a beautiful evening. Game time temperature now is, what do we got, about 67 degrees. Beautiful night.
Emil Nieves, the second baseman, steps in. And Straka kicks and fires, and that's in there for a strike. So 1 out here, just underway. Morrison flied out to Keys to start the game. If you're just joining us, I'm Woody Godberg along with Jim Wharton. And there's a foul off to the right side, so it's 0-2. Straka quickly ahead.
Abel Nieves, Woody, is this is his 8th game in the playoffs. He's hitting only .207. Thus far, kind of off to a slow start. He's their slick fielding second baseman.
He does a nice job out there. Straka ahead 0-2. Comebacker right off Straka. He's going to have plenty of time, though, to throw him out and makes the play. Boy, I tell you, pitchers, not a lot of time to react when the ball comes right back at you. That one at least was a one-hopper back to Straka.
Montgomery's going to go out and take a look at him. When he hit off his leg, it looked like it hit off his right instep. The ball wasn't hit that hard.
No.
I think it kind of fooled him a little bit. It looked like coming back through the box a little harder than it was. He almost did like a hockey save, like a Roga Chienvanchon save, if you would, or a Gump Worsley.
Oh, man.
Or a Glenn Hall.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It was kind of a kick save, not too much, and Straka shook it off, said, stay on the dugout, boys, we're good.
Yeah, Montgomery didn't even make it past the third base foul line, and Straka's waving him off, saying, I'm good. All right, here's the DH, Kevin Taylor. And Taylor bats from the left side.
What do you get this time of year? The weather's cool, so it's not this terrible humidity in Sioux City, but you like to see these low pitch counts, and I think Straka's up about 5 pitches so far with 2 outs.
Yeah, first pitch was high and away for ball 1. Here comes pitch number 2, and check swing, and he goes. Didn't check it very well.
Yeah,
I don't even know why he's arguing about that one.
Come on now. Woody and I, one thing you'll find of us, we like to do a little umpiring on occasion.
Yes, we do. Only if it's deserved. There's a high pop out. It's going to be medium deep center. And that's an easy 1-2-3 inning as Matty Johnson hauls that in with no trouble at all. So it's 3 up, 3 down. We played half an inning. Laredo nothing. Sioux City coming up to bat. This is Explorers Baseball on Q102.3.
Hey fans, there's one more staff member we still need to introduce. Entering the stadium, near the skyboxes between section G.
Woody Gopberg and Jim Morton back with you at Lewis and Clark Park. Dave Nitz broadcast Louisiana Tech football down in Manhattan, Kansas today, and they lost in triple overtime down there. So that's why you're hearing me and Jim instead of Dave, but he'll be here tomorrow night for Game 4, making that trip up. Matty Johnson's going to get things going here in the bottom of the first. Quick 1-2-3 inning for John Straka in the top of the first. Couldn't be more efficient than Straka was to start things off here.
So far, so good. Woody, want to say hello to some Kith and Kin in Traverse City, Michigan, listening tonight.
Former USHL city, by the way.
Traverse City.
And Johnson showed bunt, but no way he's going to go after that because that was about 1.5 feet high and outside.
Just a little outside.
As the Uke would say, 1-0 the count. And shows bunt again, and second pitch, just about the same spot, high and away.
Matty Johnson played in all 100 games this year, Woody.
Yeah.
Every single game, all 100.
Mr. Dependable.
And Perillo, the only two guys. That's it.
Yeah, and misses away again, ball 3. And he's flash bunt, but that time he pulled it back even quicker because he knew it wasn't even going to be there.
So Verio, third looks like it's a softball game, doesn't it? Look where he's playing.
And
4 pitches.
Yeah, taken all the way, and Loosen may not be loose. 4-pitch walk to start off the X's part of the first inning.
You know, Woody, here's one thing now the Explorers did not do a lot of in the series against St. Paul. They didn't have a lot of opportunity to run. You know, this has been a running team all year, and the situation just wasn't, didn't conform itself to that. They only had, looks like maybe 4 or 5 stolen bases the whole series. Well, they could do that in one night. Let's see what Matty does.
Yeah, Michael Lang, right fielder, up now. Loosen looks over and bluffs the throw, but no throw coming.
Michael Lang is 9 hits, 27 plate appearances in the series, hitting .333. We haven't had many homers in the series either, Woody. In fact, just one.
Yeah, that's a tough
Sony.
park down there. Montgomery was telling me, the manager was. Boy, that was high and tight. And Loosen has not hit the strike zone on any of his first 5 pitches of the game.
Well, I think he saw out of the corner of his eye that Johnson was going on that pitch. He had a great jump, Woody. Then he stopped, and I think it really threw off the delivery of Loosen. And that one was a little chin music for Michael Lang. And was that no pitch?
No, it's 1-0. All of the pitches have been in the same place. Johnson batting left-handed, and everything was high and away. Lang, the right-hander, that was chin music, but it was the same spot almost that all of Johnson's pitches were. All right, 5 balls, and Johnson shows bunt, and that's in there for a called strike, and that's the first strike so far that we've seen Matt Loosen throw.
Michael Lang taking a look down at Montgomery. Putting on a play, or maybe not putting on a play. Count even at 1-1.
Boy, these two guys, if they get on, they'll run all night. All right, loose and set.
There he goes. Oh.
And that's kind of a pitch out, but the ball's dropped by the second baseman. They weren't going to get him anyway.
Wow. What he did, he was a third of the way to second base before Loosen got rid of the ball. He read him perfectly.
Yeah, I'm going to guess that was a pitch out, but because every other pitch has been nowhere near the strike zone other than one.
Oh, Johnson, Matty had a great jump on that pitch.
Definitely stole that on the pitcher. You can't fault the catcher on that one at all. All right, 2-1 now the count. And a big lead, and that's inside and low for ball 3, so 3-1 now.
Well, you know what? Montgomery doesn't play this way. I mean, a lot of players, a lot of managers try to get that runner over in scoring position, push him over to third, nobody out. It's not the way we play. We're more aggressive than that.
Yeah.
Try to hit it to the right side, at least advance the runner.
All right, 3-1 count. Good lead off second now, and that one's in there for called strike 2. Breaking ball drops in.
Full count.
Yep, full count to Michael Lang. But again, I tell you what, our 1 and 2 hitters, for the speed and the consistency they've showed all year, Johnson and Lang, this is among the best we've ever had in the top 2 spots. Time called, so Lang's going to back out.
Tell your friends, everybody, we're on Q102.3 tonight because of Hawkeye football on KSEJ. Q102.3. Tell your friends, tune in.
And there's a high pop-up. It's going to be out into short center. Long run for everybody, and the right fielder actually comes in and gets it. Second base went out. Center field came in, and it's Dennis Phipps, the right fielder, that makes the catch for the first out, so we'll call that an F9.
So we didn't get the runner over to third base, but see what Tassoni can do here. Tassoni's been our big stick, Woody, in the playoffs so far. He's had 10 hits.
Yeah, he's been red hot.
He has been incredible. He's had a great series. 1 homer, 7 RBIs, leads the team in total bases. You know, and Rene kind of cooled off when he came back from the playoffs up there, and kind of had a slow start to get back going. There goes a Cub fan walking in. My goodness, they let anybody in here. I'm sorry, Woody.
It wasn't John Cowley, was it?
No, it wasn't Cowley.
By the way, we want to extend, a sigh of relief. John and Judy were in a traffic accident, and they're both okay.
Good. Did not know that.
So hope Judy, you're doing well, and she got a little banged up in the accident yesterday. So if they're not here because of that, I know they're listening. So hope the Cowley family's doing well. All right, well, we haven't had a pitch yet to Tassoni as Bernal's trying to sneak in behind Johnson on second. There he drops one. It's down the left field line. Oh, just foul.
Foot foul.
Yeah, rattles around down the corner. And but I tell you what, if that drops in fair, it's 1-0. No way anybody's getting to that one. Tassoni looking to go the opposite way. He's a left-handed hitter.
Just stuck his bat out on that, Woody.
Yep, flared it down the left field line. It was going to drop, but unfortunately drops in foul. So 0-1 the count. Everybody will reset now.
Hobbs still working the crowd. He's been here since, I think he came with the ballpark, Woody.
Yeah, I think he did.
Watch out.
Yeah, Bernal, tried to sneak in a couple times, and he had gone in as Tassoni was stepping in to start his at-bat. He walked in to talk to the pitcher, and you wondered if they're trying to put a little something on.
Well, Matty's got a good lead down there.
Loosen checking that lead. Matty dancing around. There's a ball hit down the right field line. It's hanging up, though, and it's going to be caught. As running over there again, it's Dennis Phipps, the right fielder. And he hauls that one in near foul territory, but it was deep enough that Johnson went over to third. So we do advance the runner to third with 2 outs, and here's our DH, Brock Kilgard, number 33.
Yeah, you wish Lang could have pushed him over there, put him in scoring position. That's kind of the situational hitting. You know, Lang was trying to go to the right side, but just got it up in the air. But
yeah, and it didn't go very deep.
No.
But that one definitely deep enough. I think you or I could have made it to third off that one.
On a good day, Woody. On a good day. Here's Kilgard.
Yeah, X is trying to plate the first run of the game here in the bottom of the first. There's no score. And that one bounces in the dirt. And ball 1 called.
Woody, I can't tell from here because it's the twilight. Are those like camo jerseys again? Laredo is wearing, or can you tell?
I can't. They kind of look like it, but the lights aren't bright enough at the moment. Yeah, we're kind of in the
dusk.
We're in the twilight zone, Jim. Oh, that did hit him.
Hit by pitch.
Well, I tell you what, you could see the second the ball left him, it was going straight towards him. And I mean, he's not throwing at him deliberately; it just got away from him. Lucen has been very, very wild to the first 4 batters he's faced here.
Yeah, I tell you, if that's me, I'm screaming like a 12-year-old girl at a NSYNC concert, Woody. That ball coming to me like that.
Well, here's Noah Perio, and he's just been Mr. RBI all season long for Sioux City, and he's got 2 runners, Kilgard on first and Johnson on third.
One of the 2 players on the roster, Woody, to play in all 100 games of the season.
So steady out there at shortstop, too. And that one, oh boy, that must have just got the outside corner. Called strike.
Painted on it. Noah hitting .318 on the series, 7 hits, 22 at bats.
And that one way outside. That's going to even the count.
Pull, Woody.
Yeah.
We got a flock of geese flying down the right field line here.
They're going to be heading south.
No extra charge for that.
Yeah.
Q102.3, tell your friends if you're looking for us.
Johnson with a little bit of a lead off third. Kilgard not much of a lead. That one bounces in the dirt, and Lucen is just not able to find the strike zone very well at all here tonight.
That's good. His pitch count getting up there.
Yeah. Well, he beat us twice, but he didn't go past the 5th inning either time. We only got 1 run off him each time we faced him previously, but he is struggling here in the bottom of the 1st.
Such a critical game tonight, Woody. Game 3 in this series, critical game tonight. Whoever gets this one gets a whole lot easier.
Yeah, we need to win 3. There's a liner ripped out to right field, bounces in a base hit. Johnson scores easily, and Mr. RBI comes through.
Way to go. Nice hit, nice hitting there by Noah Perillo. And the Explorers take a 1-0 lead here in the 1st inning. The championship series of American Association Baseball. Got around on that. Woody drove the ball right in front of Phipps. Looks like Phipps was trying to deke the runner at first a little bit. There was no way he was going to get to that. We've hit a couple on the nose.
Yeah, that one got out in a hurry to center field. Kilgard didn't have a chance to go to third. The ball was hit so sharply as it dropped in. And now here's Ryan Court, the second baseman, number 24. And Ryan's come up with so many big hits in the last month for Sioux City.
And I'm feeling it for Ryan tonight. This, I think Ryan, Illinois State player, Redbird. Woody?
I know you like those guys.
I love the Redbirds. I like from Illinois. I like anybody with a Redbird in their name.
All right, Lucen checks the runners. Here comes the pitch, and first pitch swinging, and Court's going to hit it to right field. It's going to hang up there for Phipps. Phipps is going to record all 3 putouts, 3 F9s, but Sioux City does get 1 run on 1 hit. We had a single, a hit by pitch, and a walk. There were no errors at the end of 1. It's Sioux City 1, Laredo nothing. This is Explorers Baseball on Q102.
Game 3 Wi-Fi is now available at Lewis and Clark Park. The Sioux City Explorers would like
Back at Lewis and Clark Park, we go to the top of the 2nd. X is up 1-0. What do you got bringing Jim Wharton here? And the guy that caught all 3 fly balls for outs in the bottom of the 1st leads off the top of the 2nd. Here's the right fielder, number 55, Dennis Phipps, the cleanup batter for Laredo. A very effective inning for John Straka in the top of the 1st. 3 up, 3 down. I don't think he threw more than 8 pitches.
Now, Woody and Terry Hersom indicated good kind of portends good things for Sioux City. We're 61-6. And the Explorers score first.
So. That's a great stat to have. First pitch from Straka misses low and away, so it's 1-0 to Phipps.
Phipps, no homers, 6 RBIs in the series so far.
And that one's a little farther outside, 2-0 now.
So they gave him the run, said, here you are, big boy. You got your run.
Get a shutdown inning now.
Here we go. Here we go.
And there's a little nubber.
Off his foot.
And they're going to call that. They called it a fair ball. It bounced into fair territory. So he is tagged out.
1 unassisted.
Yeah. Straka ran in and got the ball, and Phipps could not run. And he's up now, and he's he's walking okay getting back to the dugout.
And Pete Incaviglia taking a couple of steps out of the dugout. I think just more than anything just to check on Phipps. The ball hit run off his foot. I thought they were going to call it foul. The umpire first threw his arms out. I thought,
Yeah.
But the ball was in play, so.
Well, Straka tagged him out literally about 1 foot in front of home plate.
And hello to my friends down the third base line, my season ticket mates. Mark's down there.
Hi, Mark.
Father Jerry, Kenny, the whole crew down there.
All right. I've spent a little time with Mark, as you know.
Oh, yeah.
All right, here's the first pitch, ground ball to Court. He's got it over to Tassoni, and that's an easy out. One pitch, and the second baseman, Travis Denker, is out on a 4-3.
Hey, they're not paying you by the pitch, are they, Woody?
I hope not. I'll make about 50 cents tonight.
Man, this is good. This is good.
All right, 5 in a row, and no trouble at all for John Straka. And now here's the catcher, Phil Pohl.
Phil Pohl's had a great playoff so far, Woody. 2 homers, 8 RBIs in the 2 series they've been in with Wichita, now Sioux City. He's hitting 400.
Yeah, he's a dangerous stick up there. Straka's first pitch, and that's going to miss away, ball 1.
He's their catcher. Is this one of the guys they pulled in at the last minute?
Yeah, I don't remember if he was or not. I know they swung a deal with Gary, Indiana, and picked up a few players. He might have been in on that one. Next pitch, and it's called strike. Got the outside corner. Pohl, right-handed hitter, as most catchers are right-handed hitters. Not all of them, but most are.
Woody, I'm getting some texts tonight saying, where are you boys? We're at Q102.3, okay?
And big swing and a miss. And again, Straka just trying to nibble at the outside corner. Pohl couldn't catch up on that fastball.
Q102.3, the home of the Explorers tonight because of Hawkeye football.
That's on KSCJ right now. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Just missing low. That's going to even up the count at 2-2.
Woody, I'm sorry. This is just too much fun tonight.
Oh, this is great.
Baseball, come on.
This is great.
September 19th, Woody. We're not used to this.
Yeah. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And a high towering foul pop-up behind the plate. Let's see if we have room. Coach does. 1-2-3 inning. So 3 up, 3 down. Strikers retired 6 in a row after an inning and a half. Sioux City 1, Laredo nothing. This is Explorers Baseball on Q102.
Please have everyone to turn your attention to Section C on the third base side. We have a very...
Up at some point during the
We are back at Lewis and Clark Park, where anything can happen tonight. We just had a couple. We had a marriage proposal down to our left.
Travis and Jody.
And she said yes.
And I was screaming, give it some thought.
All right, Tommy Mendoza is going to lead off the bottom of the second for the X's, up 1-0.
Think about it.
Matt Lewson didn't throw a lot of strikes in the first inning, and the first one almost hits the left-handed hitting Mendoza, as that one's down around the ankles, so it's ball 1. He skipped out of the way. So let's see if the X's can get the leadoff batter on, and there's a line drive that's going to drop in the right field, so Mendoza swinging the first good pitch he saw, he rips it out to right.
Second hit of the night for the Sioux City Explorers. They've had, let me see, Woody, 1, 2, 3, 4 base runners.
Right, and the leadoff runner's been on in both innings. And here comes Matt Coach, the catcher.
And Mendoza's not a runner. Stole a few stolen bases. I think you and I had about 10 this year with Montgomery.
Yeah.
You know, the guy likes to run. Tommy's not a runner.
He would have been running this.
Yeah.
All right, here's our catcher now. Big right-handed hitter, number 8 hitter in the lineup tonight.
Matt Coach.
Yeah, Mendoza a little bit of a lead off first. Loose not paying any attention to him, and the first pitch is inside, ball 1.
Beautiful night for baseball in Sioux City. Folks, we have a nice crowd out here, too. I can tell you we already have more than Laredo had.
Yeah, and thank you, fans, for coming out, because I know a lot of people have been waiting for this opportunity for a while, and that one's going to be low and inside.
And we want to say hello to Dave Netz listening tonight, probably on TuneIn Radio, Q102.3. Dave, we'll come get back to Sioux City. We'll get you a few runs here tonight, and you can clinch it for us tomorrow.
Absolutely. 2-0. Let's see if anything's going here with Mendoza. Again, Lucen really not paying attention to him. They don't expect him to do much. Line drive and past the diving third baseman in the left field. Mendoza heading for third. He's going to make it standing up. Great inning.
And I'm surprised Coach didn't make it down to second base there, Woody. That ball was down in the corner. He held it first. I'm surprised he didn't get down there.
Yeah, Morrison didn't have a lot of success getting to the ball and then picking it up once he got there in the left field corner. Nice rip by Coach. And that brings up our left fielder, Brent Keys, number 11. And already we got a trip out to the mound. And let's see if this is a quick visitor. I'm sure it is.
I think this is Mike Meyer, their pitching coach, Woody, coming out to check on Lucen.
Wait, you said Michael Myers from Halloween?
Yeah. We're getting close. Lucen's had a rough start, Woody. Hasn't been near the plate, and then when he does get something close, we're ripping it pretty good. That was a hard hit ball.
And the plate umpire is going to break that up. So first and third, nobody out. X is in business. And you have the top of the order waiting in the wings behind Keys, and so we'll see what our left fielder does here.
Here's where, Woody, we need to put up a crooked number, get some pressure on these guys early on.
Yeah, I'll have to tell you a little later about the conversation Shane Tritz, the X's GM, and I had about when they had to first start putting the numbers up by hand on the scoreboard. It was it's a pretty good story. Here's the first pitch, and I could say this all night on the first pitch. It's outside, ball 1. I think I've said that on almost every batter.
Yeah, he hasn't been anywhere close to the plate. I don't know.
All right, first and third. Not a big lead for either runner at the corners. And, boy, that one is way outside, and Pohl had to slide to his left to stop that from getting past him. So it's 2-0, and if you load the bases here, you've got Matty Johnson waiting in the wings.
Got trouble. Brent Keys won batting titles in 2 different leagues.
That one got the outside corner. Keys batting left.
Chance for the Explorers here. What do you put up a number here? This is a big inning. First and third, nobody out.
Yeah, third baseman's in a little bit. And that one bounces in the dirt, and Pohl made a good stop to keep it from getting past him, and he's just going to throw that ball away.
It's about a 58-footer there.
Yeah. 3-1, though.
I can't wait till we get to that new scoreboard, Woody. That damn thing's hard to see.
Yeah, it is. It's going to have a video element to it, too.
Yes.
I can't wait.
I can't wait for the kiss cam, Woody.
There's a little number down to third. We're going to score, and the third baseman can't pick it up. Everybody's going to be safe. Coach is in the second, and legging it out is Keys. I don't know if they would have got him anyway. I agree. Score that one a hit. A little number off the bat of Keys, and it just slow roller down to third, and even though he came charging in for all he was worth, Silverio just couldn't pick it up, and everybody's safe, and Mendoza scores our second run, so it's 2-0 Sioux City.
Here comes Mr. Incaviglia. That might be it. He is. We're going to have a quick hook on this guy. Wow. That's it.
Yeah, that is. So Lucen really didn't have it tonight. So time for a pitching change here. So Michael, if you're ready, we have our call to the bullpen back in 90 seconds on Explorers Baseball here on Q102. And he goes 1 inning and nothing else. Woody Gotberg and Jim Wharton back at Lewis and Clark Park. X's in business. Couple runners on. We're up 2-0, and Matt Lucen is out of the game. The Laredo starter only lasted 9 batters, just 1 inning pitch tonight.
Well, he threw 29 pitches, and there were only about 23 of them not very good, Woody.
Yeah, he gave up in 1 inning and 3 batters here in the second. 4 hits. So far, 2 earned runs, 1 walk, and a hit by pitch. But he just could not find the strike zone at all.
Yeah, you could tell right from the get-go, Woody, he just wasn't there. Let me tell you a little bit about Beckman. He's a relief pitcher. He was born in 1990. He's from Fort Worth, played at Grayson Community College, drafted in the 18th round of the 2009 Major League Draft by the Pittsburgh Pirates out of Denison. Spent 6 seasons in the Pirate organization where he went 12-5. Slider, changeup, fastballer. Tied for 4th of the league Woody games pitched this year. He made 49 appearances against Sioux City. He's been in 4 games, pitched 4 innings, has not given up a hit.
He's a big right-hander, 6'4", 210 pounds, LS4 status, and he faces Matty Johnson. Nobody out, 1st and 2nd. X is up 2-0 here in the bottom of the 2nd inning.
Comes from the side. Woody, it shows you how critical this is, you know. We're in the best 2 of 3 series now, and Incaviglia didn't take a minute to put the hook on Lucen. They can't get any further behind.
Yeah, 2-0 already, and X's runners getting nice leads. There's a bunt, and it goes foul as trying to go a little small ball here, so it's going to be strike 1 to Matty Johnson.
Well, that's the way I'd expect Montgomery to play this, Woody. Yeah. New pitcher coming in. You probably got your best bunter on the team with Matty Johnson, along with Michael Lang, who's a good bunter, too. And the infielders at the corner positions playing in for the sacrifice, see if they have the play on here.
Yeah, Coach, the runner on second, not the fastest guy, but he's got a little bit of speed out there. And Keys on first. So they're going to get their leads. And like Jim said, third baseman up on the grass, first baseman just shy of the grass here. Bunt, and that's low and away, so that's going to even the count at a ball and a strike. Nobody moving.
Playoff baseball totally different, Woody. We're playing this game in June and July, and we're still playing with the starter.
Yeah.
But not when you get this time of year. Everybody on the bench is available.
Every out is critical. That wasn't that truck over there. And there's a bunt foul back into the screen, so 1-2 now.
Yeah, Matty's a little upset with himself. I think he had a good ball to put down.
Yeah.
And he pushed at it more than laid it down there. So see if they take off the bunt now with 2 strikes.
Yeah, that one, he definitely got the bat on it, but it went off to the left in foul territory and actually back to the screen. So 1-2, and Beckman ahead in the count, so he can at least afford to waste 1 here. taking his time. And there's a ground ball to first, and it's off the glove of the first baseman. And a run's going to come around and score. Here comes Coach. A high throw to the catcher, but he beat it anyway. He scored standing up.
E3, Woody.
Absolutely. So Manny Johnson with a 1-2 count hits it to first, a chopper, and a high bounce, and it goes off the glove of the first baseman, Travis Denker, and into short right field, and Coach didn't stop running. He scores easily from second standing up. So now we're first and second, and here's Michael Lang, who flied to right his first time up.
3-0 Sioux City. Boy, a chance to really put on the pressure. I'd say let's load it up here, Woody.
Yeah, nobody out right now in the bottom of the second. The first four runners have, or the first four batters have all become runners.
Woody, you know, the ball came up a little bit on Denker at first, and you could see the hop was not the best. Not seen much of that happen this year at the park, but that one came up a little bit. Tough play, but it was E3 all the way.
And we're showing bunt again, and that one's bunted foul back to the screen.
Try it again. You know, Montgomery trying to push around a couple more, Woody.
Well, there's nobody out, so, you know, Michael Lang, as I mentioned, 0 for 1, flied to right, but, you know, he lays one down with his speed. We may load the bases here.
Some good hitters coming up here. Good hitters coming up.
So Lang taking a long look down to third base coaching box. Let's see what Steve Montgomery has on. Beckman now in relief here already in the bottom of the second, and bunt all the way, and that's a called strike.
It's a breaking ball. Hard one to bunt.
Yeah, Lang just pulled the bat back, shook his head, and didn't like that pitch. I don't think that would have been a good pitch for him to go after. Looked, you know, maybe a little high in the strike zone, but.
What are you getting a lot of texts this evening?
You have a lot of fans.
Well, they're listening on Facebook and or watching on Facebook and, you know, liking and everything. Thank you very much for tuning in tonight to Q102.3. We appreciate that.
And swinging now, and hits one that's snagged by
Tassone.
hitter Tassone. He's got a
good hands.
Good hands with that batting glove on over there.
Yeah. Flipped it to a fan. That's nice.
Yep, 1-2 to Michael Lang.
The Explorers have done, I mentioned that in the story this morning Jeff Budlong wrote in the Journal today, Woody. These players are great with the fans. They flip the ball after the third out. They do a lot of those things. Yep. Beckman off to kind of a really kind of a tough start here. Woody, he hasn't done that bad, but had a couple of tough plays in front of him.
1-2. Right-handed hitter. That one's outside in the dirt. That's about the fifth ball in the dirt.
Yeah, I tell you what, Pole's getting a workout back there behind the plate, Woody.
He's a good catcher. Now that evens the count 2-2.
Nice crowd here at the ballpark getting into it. A few of the Thunder Sticks left over from the first series.
And swing and a miss. There's a strikeout for out number 1. So Lang couldn't come through that time.
Michael 0-2 on the night so far.
Yeah, here's Tassone. Everybody that made it out in the first inning flied out to right. So Tassone 0 for 1 with one of those 3 flyouts to right.
Well, we can't let him get away with just a 2 spot here this inning. We got to put up a few more. Had just some runners on base. Need a hit here.
Well, here's maybe the hottest bat for the X's in the playoffs so far.
Rene Tassone.
Where's the video camera for that one?
Runners get a little bit of a lead, and first pitch, that's going to catch the outside corner against the left-handed hitting Rene Tassone.
Rene flied out, Woody, to right field. His first time up in the first inning. Looking for his first hit of the night. Second at bat, we're just in the third.
Former Minnesota Twin.
We're in the second, I'm sorry.
And that one's outside and away, and Pole on his knees, hauling that one in. So 1-1. Got to make sure my memory's okay, because from our vantage point, you can't really read the numbers on the scoreboard from here.
No.
And there's a little chopper foul. Goes over towards the Lemurs dugout, so they'll run the count to 1-2.
Kind of seeing a whole different style of pitcher here, Woody, between Lucen and Beckman. Beckman comes from the side. Lucen was more over the top. So these players now have seen 2 pitchers in 2 innings, trying to get adjusted to this new guy here. Lang didn't have a very good at bat there, and Tassoni, you can tell, hasn't timed him yet either.
So a little different delivery. And Beckman comes set, and big swing and a miss from Tassoni, and so he strikes out, and that's 2 straight strikeouts for Beckman, and he did a pretty good job over the course of the season in relief. I think you said, 49 games?
Yeah, and he 6 innings against Sioux City, I think 6 or something like that. We hadn't had a hit against him.
Well, we still haven't yet, as Johnson had reached on that error by the first baseman, and now here's Brock Kelgard. He was hit by a pitch back in the first.
We need more than a 2 spot here, Woody.
Make the number a little more crooked. And Beckman's first pitch is going to miss outside. Right-handed hitting Kelgard.
I love Kelgard wears the high pants, high sock Sunday, Woody.
Yeah.
High sock Saturday in Sioux City. I love that look.
Yeah. Our big power threat up there. Beckman checks the runners. Not a real big lead. And there's a line shot that's going to go into the gap. All right, center field gap. We're going to get 1 more run in. And maybe 2. There's a play at the plate. He's going to be out. Well, Johnson tried to score, but thrown out standing up at the plate, and the ball was there in plenty of time. But Kelgard does knock in a run. That other run does count on his single to center. So the X's come up with 3 runs on 4 hits. There was 1 error and 1 man left. We have played 2 innings, and at the end of 2, it's Sioux City 4, Laredo nothing. This is Explorers Baseball on Q102.
Show us your best dance moves. You got a dance over chocolate fix. Diaz, please report to fan services. You've been chosen to participate in...
All right, we go to the top of the 3rd, and the X's with a pretty good start tonight, 4-0 as we start the 3rd inning. Straka's faced 6 batters, nobody's reached. And center fielder Drew Martinez will lead off. Boy, we scored those 3 runs. Johnson, he was out, didn't even try to slide as the ball beat him there. And
he was out by 20 feet. I'm not sure what happened. The putout was 9-3-2. Those of you scoring at home.
And first pitch is a strike to Drew Martinez. So Straka, boy, he's
faced the minimum, Woody.
Been total control. Not a lot of pitches per batter, and he is locked in so far tonight. Left-handed hitting Martinez, and that's going to be ball 1 just outside.
Drew Martinez, center fielder for the Lemurs, hitting .360 through 7 playoff games. No homers, 1 RBI.
And here's the 1-1 pitch, and there's a drive out to right field. It should hang up there, though, and an easy out as Michael Lang pulls it in. So there's 1 up and 1 out.
Woody, that September air, just a tad heavy, would you say?
Yeah, just a little heavy out there.
That ball looked like it was going off the bat a lot farther than it did. It was just medium right field.
Here's Juan Silverio, the 3rd baseman, number 8 hitter in the lineup. His first at bat here in the top of the 3rd. 1 out, Sioux City leading 4-0. Game 3 of the American Association Championship Series, tied at a game apiece. And first pitch just misses. I'm going to say that was just outside. Straka sets, not taking a lot of time between pitches, working very efficiently, and there's another high fly ball. This one deeper to right. Lang drifting back, and just shy of the warning track, pulls it in. And just like that, there are 2 outs. And again, Straka, has he thrown more than 3 pitches to any hitter?
I don't think so, Woody. I tell you, his pitch count is way down there. He's yet to give up a base runner.
Here's the shortstop, number 21, Roger Bernal. He's in as an injury replacement, as the Lemur starting shortstop injured in game 1 in a home plate collision, and I don't know if he'll be back at all. So Bernal filling in from a utility role, and first pitch from Straka called strike. So he's immediately ahead in the count.
They acquired Bernal in August, Woody, after a trade with Gary.
And that one's inside.
Bernal played at University of Texas Pan American. Played for Rio Grande Valley also. So professional experience, all independent baseball.
1-1 pitch fouled off to the right. Not a lot of good swings against Straka so far tonight.
He's dialed in, Woody, you can tell. You know, Straka is one of those pitchers, we've seen him for a couple of years now in Sioux City. When he gets dialed in, he's tough.
Yeah, arguably our top 3 starters, I'd put them against anybody else in this league.
It's all about the pitching.
Yeah, misses high, straight fastball. So that runs it to 2-2. 2 outs here, top of the 3rd, and there's a little chopper foul down the first base line. So Bernal battling, stays alive.
The Rado part of the scorecard is a lot cleaner than my Sioux City side of the scorecard, Woody.
Yeah.
Lots of ink on the bottom of it.
There you go. Well, we hope that we add a lot more ink down there, too. Never been to Laredo. Jim, you ever been down there?
No, and have no desire to go.
It's a long bus trip, I know that.
There's 110 in the shade down there. Are you kidding?
Yeah. Yeah. All right, they're set again. 2-2 the count. 2 outs here, top the 3rd. Yeah, swing and a miss.
Ring him up.
There's the first strikeout for Straka. Another 1-2-3 inning. 3 up, 3 down. We played 2.5. Sioux City 4, Laredo nothing. Explorers baseball on Q102.
0.
And back at Lewis and Clark Park, we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Explorers in control, 4-0. John Straka, great first 3 innings, 3 up, 3 down each inning, as we have Perio, Court, and Mendoza coming up here to start the bottom of the 3rd. And Jim, I tell you what, even though Beckman, he got a couple of strikeouts, Kelgard hit the ball hard and got that 4th run in, and let's hope the X's keep the hot bats here.
So Woody, so far so good. Iowa's winning. 10-0 in the second quarter. I'm not sure Iowa State what time they play. Not sure when they play tonight, but and we have Miles Wolf in the booth. So I'm going to talk to Miles here in the next half inning.
All right, sounds good. Perio up to bat. He singled in a run with a single to center back in the first inning. Got our first RBI of the night. Takes a strike. I asked Steve Montgomery, we were talking about if we'd ever been to Laredo. I said, so how was the bus trip? And he's like, I don't know if I'm recovered from it or not. Yeah, it's a long trip.
Haul. Well, when the Explorers left on that trip, they just started heading south. Didn't know if they'd stop in Wichita or have to continue to go on to Laredo.
Yeah, they just kept going. Second pitch is outside, so it's 1-1. Montgomery and I were exchanging bus trip stories. That one's just got the inside corner strike, too, because, I've done my share of bus trips traveling with the Musketeers and Ray Nackey's Chargers over the years, and want to again express condolences to Janine and Ray's 3 daughters and the Nackey family at the passing of a legendary coach this week. Here's a pop foul. Third baseman back for it. Hangs up there, and Silverio makes the catch. So 1 up, 1 down, and Ray was a good friend of yours and Bev's too, I know.
Yeah, Ray, dear friend. Worked with Ray for a number of years, and in fact, going to be one of his pallbearers. I'm honored the family asked me on Monday. And there are so many Ray Nackey stories.
Oh, I know.
You know a bunch of them. You worked a lot with Ray.
I was part of a few of them.
You were right in the middle of a few of them, and the guy was a legend. He really was. We'll miss him.
Yeah. Here's Ryan Corder, second baseman. He flied out to right to end the first inning. First pitch is inside. Ryan dances a little bit to avoid that one, so 1-0 the count.
Woody, I'm glad we got the run stuff when we did, because you can tell Beckman a lot more going for him out there than Lucien had to start that game.
Yeah, Beckman's doing a pretty decent job since he came in last inning. And there's a grounder foul down the third base lines. Silverio up with it. Just says here, throw that to the crowd, and we'll just toss it off to the side here.
We said Miles Wolf's in the booth. We're going to talk to Miles. Woody, maybe next half inning when I get a chance.
All right.
Miles, some great stories. Miles is the reason we're playing baseball in Sioux City here in September of 2015. The old Northern League, we got some stories with Miles, too. A great friend.
All right, crowd into the game, and good to hear the crowd noise in the background. Court is going to hit this pitch foul also.
I always said, Ryan Court, Woody, he's not your prototypical second baseman.
No.
That's a big dude down there, You're thinking the second base style, the Canoes.
6'3", 225.
Yeah, your Robinson Cano, the secret weapon, Jose Akendo. These guys are about 5'10", 5'11". This is a big boy.
Ryan's a little bigger than Julio Gotay was.
Just Julio Gotay, who I drafted about 2 years in a row.
Oh, boy, Paul tried to frame that one, but didn't get the call, so that misses just off the plate.
Ryan flied out to right field his first time up.
Yeah, that's going to even the count 2-2. You and I could talk about obscure Cardinals, obscure Yankees.
Yes. Drafted them all.
2-2 pitch. That's fouled back just off to the right. So good at bat. Court battling against Beckman. 1 out here, bottom of the third. Sioux City up 4-0.
And if you're looking for us on the radio, folks, if you're listening to TuneIn Radio, you can find us there. But we're on Q102, Q102.1 in Sioux City. Q102.3. Sioux City, Hawkeyes on KSEJ. We'll keep you up to date on those scores, but we're glad you're listening to baseball with us tonight on the Q.
And there's another grounder foul just off to the left. You might get us on 102.1, but we'd be a little fuzzier. I think the signal would be a little fuzzier.
Call that skip.
Yeah.
Skip.
Yeah. By the way, Jim and I are proud to say that the fantasy baseball team that we co-owned, we were the big winners the first half of the year.
Right, and you know why? It's because I didn't do the drafting. You did. I gave you the money. So what do you, my man, do it?
We had fun with that this year, too.
It was a lot of fun.
All right, here's Beckman's pitch, and that's going to miss inside. Sell runs the count full, so good at bat. Court trying to get on here with 1 out in the bottom of the third.
Woody, a shout out to the two boys hanging on the scoreboard tonight.
Yeah, I'll tell you what.
That's special duty, isn't it?
I'm saving that story.
Oh, boy.
And a good at bat for Ryan Court as he works the walk. So there's Beckman's first walk, and Court on for the first time tonight. So 1 on, 1 out. Tommy Mendoza, who singled to right and scored to start the second inning.
Woody, we've had 9 base runners so far tonight.
Yeah, it's been a good start for Sioux City, and you get off to a good start in a game, and your starting pitcher can relax and just throw strikes. Then defense is ready, and it just takes pressure off your team. Court gets a little bit of a lead off first. Beckman comes set. And here's the first pitch, and that's low and away.
It's kind of all hands on deck tonight, Woody, for both teams. We saw that in the second inning with Laredo when Caviglia pulled the plug on Looseman. And bullpens are full tonight. Everybody's in play.
Yeah, Roger Bernal, the shortstop, could even pitch if necessary, I've been told, for Laredo. So it'd be a blowout, though, for that to happen probably.
We hope we see him tonight then.
Yeah, check throw, Court easily back to first. Not anything, Mendoza up there. And we're going to call time and run out to the mound. Is that one did he call time before the pitch? The umpire signaled time, and I wasn't sure if he was calling ball two or not.
No, it was ball 2.
All right.
Yeah, and Paul, the catcher, going out to talk to Beckman here. Laredo's in a position, Woody, they can't afford to put up many more runs here. 4 spot on the board already. We're just playing into the third inning. And, that Sioux City bullpen shutdown guys with Wart, some of those boys.
Yeah, and Wart and Flores are rested tonight. They are ready to go if needed. There's a strike, got the outer half of the plate, so 2-1. Yeah, Montgomery said the day off, and even though they lost game 2, bullpen's rested, and he said other than Kennedy threw 3 innings in game 2, he'd be the only one that might not go tonight. There's a drive to right field. Back on his horse is Phipps, and that is not going to be caught because that's out of the park.
No, double.
Oh, it is a double. It bounced over. Okay. Right, so it is a double, second and third.
What do I tell you?
Right. First, I was hoping, Jim.
Phipps deked you on that.
Yes, he did.
He put his hand up.
Yep.
Like the ball was going to be out of the park. And I think he knew all of the time it's just going to bang off the bottom of the wall.
And it did.
So second and third.
I went with the deke.
Yeah, he deked you.
Our catcher, number 22, Matt Cox.
Second and third. Here's a chance now to put up another big hit, Woody.
Yeah. Well, we'll just have Coach take care of this then. Now Matt singled and scored. He singled to left his first time up last inning in the second inning. So second and third, 1 out. And X is threatening again. Infield is in. And first pitch, outside corner, strike 1.
And Coach knew that. Good call. I want to say hello to Rayanne, who's listening tonight. Thank you, Rayanne, for the nice note. She's right there. Hi, Rayanne. Thank you. Thank you. Hello to your mom and your brother down there.
Short and second on the edge of the grass. First and third, not quite up that far. And there's a little number foul down the third baseline.
Big point of the game here, Woody, with the runners in scoring position. Less than 2 outs, 1 out. Infield playing in all the way, Woody, at all positions now. Try to cut their guy down at the plate. They can't afford to give up another one here.
Yeah, Beckman ahead in the count. 0-2 on Coach. Keys waiting on deck, and he also had a hit his first at bat last inning. 0-2 pitch. Oh, swung that one way outside. Fooled him.
Yep.
But that's a big second out that Ryan Beckman picks up, and that's his third strikeout.
Here's what struck me so much, Woody, in the St. Paul series. We had the one game here where we scored all those runs with 2 outs. Perfect opportunity to do that again tonight.
Yeah.
We need a 2-out hit here would really put some pressure on the Lemurs.
Yeah, And Keys coming up here now. He's the only batter that has not faced Beckman tonight. Beckman's faced 8 previous hitters when he came in for Lucin back in the second inning.
Pretty nice when you got a guy like Keys hitting 9.
Yeah. And the first pitch outside. So Keys ahead in the count to start. Runners on second and third. 2 outs here. X is up 4-0. Bottom of the third. Dave Nitz, hope you're enjoying the game somewhere between here and Manhattan, Kansas.
Dave had a triple overtime today.
Yeah, he did. And that one's high and tight. So 2-0 to Keys, and you got the top of the order waiting.
That's what he said. Brent singled in the first or in the second inning. 1 for 1 on the night.
Yeah, has an RBI, and he scored. He was the last batter that Matt Lucin faced.
Head in the count 2-0.
Thought about it, holds up, they ask, and third base umpire says no, he did not go. So that runs the count 3-0.
Big spot in the game here.
Yeah, Beckman's only walked 1. He has 3 strikeouts since coming in last inning. And taking all the way, strike 1.
Look that one all the way back to the catcher's glove.
Yeah, Keys, no way Keys is going 3-0 on that. All right, 3-1 now.
Sioux City Laredo, the championship series of the American Association.
And there's a ground ball. This is going to be a tough play. Shovel pass, and the pitcher, Beckman, taking it from first, stumbles over the bag, but took the shovel pass from Dinker and recorded the out. So it's a 3-1 putout, and the Explorers strand 2. So we have no runs, 1 hit, no errors. There was a walk, 2 men left after 3. It's Sioux City 4, Laredo nothing. This is Explorers Baseball on Q102.3.
Trying to beat the last one sitting.
All right.
We'll strike up the music for a musical chair. Ty Morrison.
Back at Lewis and Clark Park. We go to the top of the 4th. X's are leading 4-0. Here to take us through the next 3 innings, Jim Wharton.
Okay, Woody, thank you very much, and good evening again, everyone. Thanks to Woody. Woody's going to take care of the controls here for a little bit. I want to introduce a special friend we have in the booth tonight, Miles Wolf. Miles, President or Commissioner, Miles?
Commissioner.
Commissioner of the American Association. And Miles and I go back a few years, back to about 1992. Great to see you in the ballpark tonight, Miles.
Jim, great to be here.
Miles is a dear friend. We'll tell stories here over the next half inning, but Miles is one of the reasons we're playing baseball in Sioux City here September in 2015. It's pretty amazing. Ty Morrison at the plate for the Lemurs. He takes the second pitch, count even at 1 ball, 1 strike. So, Miles, it goes back to 1992. meeting you and I and Bob Scott at the Holiday Inn in Sioux Falls, right?
Right. We were trying to start the Northern League and didn't think Sioux City was possible, and you all came up and said you'd build a ballpark.
Yeah, and you said you guys are nuts, right?
I thought it. I didn't say it.
You thought you didn't say it. Single up the middle. That's the first hit of the evening for the Lemurs as Morrison singles up the middle. So we had that opportunity to meet up in Sioux Falls, and no ballpark. And really, Miles, at that point, really no league, right? I mean,
right. And we were just starting a league, and you were proposing to build a ballpark for a league that didn't exist. I mean, there was a lot of faith there.
Yeah, we were before you build it, they will come. I think we were ahead of the curve on that. But it was a great vision, Miles. And look at, all of these years later, look what's happened. It's incredible.
No, I look at the development. This was just a ballpark in the middle of a cornfield. Now this whole area is just, the development's remarkable.
Nieves at the plate. He takes the first pitch outside for a ball, 1 ball and no strikes. Yeah, and, I remember Miles building this thing, literally coming out of a cornfield in the snow, January, February.
And you promised to be ready opening day, and it was.
There's a fly ball hit out to right center field. On his horse, he's not going to get to it, is Lang, and they're going to score the first run of the game. No, they got him at the plate. Oh, he's safe. He must have missed the tag. He did miss a tag. I'm sorry, I didn't call that one very well. The ball was hit in the gap. It went over Lang, between Lang and Matty Johnson, right into the gap. And they had to play at the plate. The throw was off the plate. They missed it, so Laredo puts up the first run of the game for them. It's now 4-1 on that double by Abel Nieves. First 2 batters have reached base this inning against Straka. So 4-1 lead now. What do you? I thought we had a chance at the plate on that one, and Stavak Montgomery's coming out to talk to the home plate umpire about the call. It looks like he ran a little bit out of the baseline, frankly, and I think that's what he's talking about. But it's not going to do much good.
A good relay throw would have.
Good relay throw would have had him. That's right, and he was able to avoid the tag. So Miles, 92, no team, no league, and then this thing just went. I mean, it was an incredible story. And I remember opening night, we still had a crane. Well, the scoreboard doesn't work. That's the original, by the way, Miles. Got hit by lightning this year, but we still had a crane up in left center field putting the scoreboard up when Buzz Aldrin threw out the first pitch.
No, I remember that very well, yes.
This place was like Yankee Stadium. Kevin Taylor, the DH, takes the first pitch inside for a ball. So Straka here getting a little action this inning that he's not used to. First 2 runners he's allowed this inning. We've had both a single and a double, and the Lemurs are on the board 4-1 now. Kevin Taylor at the plate, ahead in the count, 1 ball, no strikes, checks the runner at second. The pitch, that's down the middle for strike 1. Miles, you've seen a lot happen in the Northern League and then the move to the American Association. I still remember this place was like Yankee Stadium in '93, wasn't it, Miles?
Our opening day, I think Cash Beecham was the star.
Cash Beecham, yeah.
Big wind was blowing, I remember. It was almost like yesterday, but 23 years now.
Absolutely. That was incredible. What great stories. Here's the next pitch, swung on and missed. Gets that ball by Taylor, gets ahead in the count now. 2 strikes and a ball. Woody, we want to shut him down, right? No, we're not. Yeah, we can be homers, can't we? We're just doing this tonight, Woody. We're 1 and done, right? 2 strikes and a ball. Championship baseball in Sioux City. This is great.
One of those one-day contracts.
That's right, a one-day contract, which is another whole story. Here's the pitch. Check down in front of the plate. Ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. You know, Miles, we had George Brett here one night. Brett was a friend of mine, and we almost signed him to a one-day contract. Did you know that?
No, that would have been great for the league.
Would have been great for the league, but it would have also reset the clock on his Hall of Fame.
Yeah, no.
And he was 3 years into it, so boy, wouldn't that have made Sports Center, Miles. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count now on Kevin Taylor, the DH. First 2 runners have reached base here in the top of the 4th inning. Able to have his dancing off second base. Straka tries to shut him down here. The Explorers holding on to a 4-1 lead. He checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. That's right down the middle. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night to Kevin Taylor. The first out of the inning is a strikeout.
What I remember, Jim, is, when the city council had to meet on this, we had an awful lot of naysayers that, it'll never work, it's not good. And, 23 years later, I think this has been a great investment by the city that so much has gone on here.
Well, Miles, we're still, other than, I guess, probably, Joplin, probably the smallest city in the league.
Oh, you are, yes.
And look at this thing. I mean, we've had some great crowds. We're up about 600 people a night, and it all comes, the ownership group again, where, we started with the Bill Pereira, who got it started the way we needed, and then John Roost. I mean, they've been incredible owners.
Well, that he's kept it alive. He has such a love for Sioux City. He wants this to stay, and for the league, it's been tremendous to have an owner like John, and to know we've got Sioux City always here.
Absolutely. Absolutely. One of the solid franchises. It's so good to see us to be able to play here in September. Pitch taken outside by Dennis Phipps. Phipps, the right fielder. He was one unassisted first time at bat in the second inning. The Explorers holding on to a 4-1 lead here. We're playing in the top of the fourth inning. Straka checks the runner at second. Here's the pitch. That ball taken outside now. 2 balls and no strikes. Straka throwing a few more pitches this inning. So, Miles, how does it look stability-wise? Everybody going to be back next year?
I think so. We have our league meeting in a couple of weeks, but everybody says they're back. And, with the new ballpark in St. Paul, it just is, $50 million, $60 million for a ballpark's a lot of money. And it just really has made the league that much stronger to have a, St. Paul revive.
Absolutely. Phipps ahead of the countdown, 3 balls and no strike. Miles, I got to ask you, I've heard some rumblings about St. Paul looking for affiliated ball.
I've heard them too, but I don't think there's any reality to it. It just doesn't make sense on a lot of fronts. They'd have to pay $10, $15 million to buy a franchise in an affiliated league, and they're doing very well without having an affiliated team.
That pitch down the middle, 3 balls and 1 strike. Beautiful ballpark, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I've been up there a couple times.
It's incredible.
Tremendous. Yeah.
Even Bill Murray didn't help him this time, though,
no.
Miles.
No.
3 balls and a strike. The count. Here's the pitch. Walked him, ball 4, so another runner on base as Phipps draws a base on ball. Have runners now at first and second for Laredo. So, Miles, what's your involvement in baseball now? You have any teams?
This year I've been running the team in Ottawa, Ontario. I'm still commissioner of the Can-Am League also. And we got them in the league, but never found good ownership. So I've been in Canada all summer setting that up, and it's going to be a very good city for us.
And I think people that don't recognize this name, this is a big dog in baseball here. Baseball America, the Durham Bulls, all relationship at one time or another with Miles Wolff. Travis Denker's at the plate. Denker takes the pitch outside for a ball. Straka having a little trouble finding the plate this inning. Laredo with runners in first and second. No longer involved with Durham and Baseball America, right?
No, just really independent baseball, and it's been so much fun. I just love the independent game because the guys are, playing for the love of the game. There's not a lot of money there, but the intensity of independent baseball is so good.
Well, that pitch looked good. That was taken apparently a little low inside. Here comes Court in to talk to Straka, try to settle him down 2-0. Miles, I remember there's been a number of books written on the Northern League. One was called Wild and Outside. Remember that one?
Oh, I think Stephen Fatsis did that in the Wall Street Journal.
The only thing that offended me, he called Bob Scott and I 2 rotund politicos. I've never gotten over that.
Yeah, to call you a politico was certainly
Thank you,
wrong.
Miles. Thank you, Miles. Yeah, that was not a political decision we made, Miles. First part was okay. 2 balls, no strikes. Travis Denker takes a pitch. That's taken outside for a ball now, 3-0. So Straka having a little difficult here getting out of the fourth inning. Laredo's got 1 run up. This is always good, Woody. It always happens. When you got to guess, you have a long half inning, right?
I'm worrying I'm jinxing you.
I should have had you on the bottom of the fourth and not the top of the fourth. But, no, it's great. Well, Bob Scott's still our mayor.
Well, he was not. I mean, he went out of office for a while and then came back. No.
Yeah, that's Bob's still calling the shots in Sioux City and is running unopposed, actually, this year.
Good for him.
3 balls, no strikes, the count on Travis Denker. Runners at first and second for the Laredo Lemurs. Straka gets the sign, the pitch. That's taken right down the middle. Ball 1. Nice little ground ball. Woody would be a beautiful thing. Woody can't talk because he doesn't have a microphone on because Miles is wearing it, but sitting right here at the controls here. We visit with Miles Wolf from the American Association. 3 balls and 1 strike, the count on Denker. The wind up at the pitch from Straka. It's taken on the corner. Strike 2. Denker was about 3 steps down at first base. That's not a way to make an umpire happy now.
No.
You can't be doing that. So, Miles, you always hear about the guys in blue. You happy with the developmental aspects of your umpiring crews?
Sure. I mean, umpires are always a difficult part of running a league because it's not a job a lot of people want. But we've moved enough guys to affiliated into the major leagues, and our umpire-in-chief, Kevin Wynn, really does a good job finding guys who are committed, who love umpiring.
Let's see if the runners go here. 3-2. They're not. The pitch, it's flied out to right field. Phelps is on this horse. He's going to get to it. Catches the ball on the warning. No, he drops the ball. I'm sorry. He had the ball in his glove. It popped out, and another runner is going to score. Oh, Woody, I thought he had that ball.
He seemed to have the beat on it, but
I was going to give him a hit. Yeah, I thought he had the ball, but it popped out of his glove. So another runner scores, and all of a sudden, Woody, I'm starting to get nervous here. I guess that goes as a double, huh, boys?
Yeah.
Yep.
He was going.
2-base hit.
He was going so well. 9 up, 9 down.
Yep.
And all of a sudden.
9 up, 9 down, and here comes Bobby Post out to talk to John Straka. I thought, and Phelps looks like he should have had that ball. He looked like he had a beat on it. He was on the warning track. He got his glove up. In fact, I thought he had it. I got to be honest with you, it's very difficult to see in this light tonight. I don't know if he got night vision or what, but I thought he had that ball. And they deked you out last half inning on one of these things too. I thought the ball was in his glove and popped out, but
the wind's blowing out just a tad bit to center, and as he went back, we thought he had it, but it looked like it went off the top of his glove to me.
Right.
So I don't know if the wind had anything to do with it, or if the ball just carried that well.
Yeah, I thought he was on that ball. In fact, I thought he'd made the catch. But we're in a whole world of hurt now. It's 4-2, with runners at second and third, and there's just still 1 out with a chance for Laredo to tie it up here with a base knock. It's in the person of Phil Pohl. Pohl, their catcher, one of the better players on this team. Straka checks the runners here at second and third. Wind up in the pitch. Grounded ball to Mendoza. He got the runner trapped between home and third. They run him back, and he gets, that was not a good play, folks.
catcher waited too long.
Catcher waited too long to get the ball. Coach had the guy dead to rights, and he took too long to get the ball back to Mendoza. And now we have the bases loaded. Fielder's choice on that one. Whoa.
5-2 fielder's choice.
Yeah, that was a tough play. The ball was hit right to Mendoza at third base. He threw right to home to Coach. Coach ran the runner back, but it took him too long to get the ball back to Mendoza. Everyone's safe now, and we've got the bases loaded now with 1 out as we try to put out the fire here in the top of the 4th inning. This has been a rough half inning for the Explorers. Straka, Drew Martinez. Martinez takes the ball outside for strike 1. The fans starting to get a little unruly here, a little rowdy. Sioux City here came into this inning without having Straka having given up a base runner, and boy, all sorts of things have happened tonight. A few mental mistakes too. That doesn't help. Here's the windup, and the pitch on the way by Straka. Fouled down the Lemurs dugout. The count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. We've got somebody loosening up already. What do you
We have Ward in the bullpen already.
Well, when you see Rob Wart in the 4th inning, you know this is a big deal.
Is he normally your closer or your setup guy?
Wart's been unhittable this year, Miles. He's about 150 pounds. He looks like a broomstick with teeth, but he can throw it about 94 miles an hour. 1 ball, 1 strike. This is the count on Drew Martinez. Straka gets the signal. Here's the windup. The pitch on the way. It's fouled down the left field line. Let's see if they've got a chance. The ball fouls, hits the fence out of play. It's strike 2, so we're ahead in the count. We need a K right here, Woody. A K or maybe a 1-2-3 in this. Nice little ground ball to get out of this inning. Been a tough one for John Straka. The Explorers' lead now has been cut in half. It's 4-2. So we play in the bottom or the top of the 4th inning. Miles Whiff joining me for a marathon inning. We should have put him on in the 3rd, the bottom of the 4th, rather.
We can't chat. You got to pay attention to the game.
I know it. This is crazy, Miles.
Yeah,
This is a big spot of the game here. Let's see if Straka can get another one here. It's 2 strikes at the ball. Here's the windup, the pitch to Martinez. Blocked in front of the plate. The count even now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A little more tense than it was just a half inning ago. As Sioux City had a 4-run lead. It's been cut in half now. Straka struggling this inning. Some motions coming up down by the bullpen. It looks like Wart is ready to go if they need him. Boy, this is playoff baseball, no doubt about it. Big spot of the game here, folks, just in the 4th. 2-2 the count with the bases loaded for Laredo. Straka to the plate, way high. Coach had to jump to grab that one, and Straka is struggling. The count is full, 3-2. This thing's taken on a whole new dimension this half inning. Boy, Straka was just rolling along, hadn't given him a hit, a base runner, and this inning just all sorts of little things. Phelps with that catch that we thought he had out in right field. A bad rundown maneuver there. Just the last batter, and it's given new life to the Lemurs. A chance to get back in the game. Here's a big pitch. 3-2. Here it is. Fouled off back to the screen right over the Explorers dugout, so the count remains at 3 balls and 2 strikes. You're listening to Explorers Baseball on Q102.3. Thanks for being with us tonight on this American Association Championship Series League game. With the series tied at 1 game apiece, this is a critical game. Obviously, we're down to best 2 of 3, and whoever gets 3 tonight has a commanding a big lead, big advantage going into tomorrow night. Here comes a payoff pitch. It's 3-2. The pitch on the way, hit down the left field line. It is a fair ball inside the line, folks. That's going to tie the game. 2-runner score. Here comes a 3rd runner. It's going to clear the bases on a triple by Drew Martinez. 3-run scores. He clears the bases. Laredo goes to a 5-4 lead. I would have never thought that was coming. And it looks like Martinez is a little shaken up down in there at third base. Well, that ball dropped right inside the line there. Doggone it. Cleared the bases. Runners were going on the pitch. It was an easy opportunity there.
Yeah, Keys had a little trouble picking it up, and Martinez showing good speed as he circled the bases. And as the play came into third, he was safe at third, but I don't know if he twisted his leg as he slid in, because the ball bounced through the third baseman, and Martinez up getting a little nice hand right now. So we'll see, though, if what this means. No one's come out to the mound yet. Straka's still in there. Ward has been warming up, so I think we're waiting a little while here to see what's going on with Martinez. Still people out tending to him, but he is up on his feet.
Well, I tell you, I don't think any of us saw this coming. Ward went through those, or Straka went through those first 3 innings unscathed, total command. They've put up a 5 spot here. Boy, this is just a tough inning. You could see that ball drop inside the third base line. You knew we were in trouble, and it rattled down in the bullpen. So,
give this mic back to.
Good to see you, Miles.
Good to see you.
Okay, Miles. Good to see you, and thank you for everything you've done, Miles. Well, we're going to have a pitching change, Woody. It looks like we're going to see Mr. Ward here, so I'll let you call the pitching change if you would.
All right, we're having our call to the bullpen here in the top of the 4th inning. We're losing to Laredo by a run, 5-4. X's Baseball on Q102.
And welcome back, everyone, to Lewis and Clark Park. Whoa, what happened? Went into this half inning up 4-0. We're down 5-4 to Laredo, who's put up a 5 spot. There's still just 1 out in the inning, and Rob Ward has been called into play. And this is serious. We get Ward in the 4th inning. Up to the plate is Juan Silverio. First pitch from Ward, inside for a ball. Woody, it's great to talk to Miles Wolf. Man, I needed you that half inning, man.
Well, it was the second time through the order, and sometimes that happens. Straka was 9 for 9 for outs the first time through the order, and then a little problem the second time.
The ball hit right down to first base unassisted. Tassoni steps on the bag. That's the second out of the inning. We needed somebody to put out the fire. That's a big out.
Yeah, and Tassoni also, before he ran to first, fortunately the ball wasn't very far off the first base bag, but he looked Martinez back at third and was like, no, you're not scoring, pal. So we get a very critical second out, 3 unassisted, and we hold the runner on third, and now there's 2 outs.
That was a strange inning. What are you going to have to call it for me with the runs, hits, and errors when we get done here, because I lost total track of what was going on. There were people running all around the bases.
Yeah, and they've batted around now. This is the 9th batter of the inning. Bernal, the number 9 hitter at shortstop, is up.
Ward gets the signal. The pitch taken high for a ball. Rob Ward, one of the real stellar standouts this year for the Sioux City Explorers. Rob has had a great season, and he's here to try to put out the fire, get us out of here with just a 1-run deficit. Here's the pitch on the way, half swing. He went around for a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, struck at 3 1/3, 4 hits, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk, and 5 runs charged to him.
Wow, that was a strange half inning. We're not out of it yet. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? He did not. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike.
That was tough to hold up on, though. He's lucky he did. But they didn't appeal it, so.
Bernal is a rookie. Last team was Gary South Shore. That's right, throws right. Lives in San Antonio. Late season pickup for the Lemurs, who now enjoy a 5-4 lead. Felt like he'd been hit by a truck. 2 balls and a strike. Rob Ward on the mound. There's a strike. Evens the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Woody, we're down, but that's a big run at third base.
Yeah, we don't want Martinez to score here. We want to keep this a 1-run game.
Rob Ward in relief here for John Straka in the 4th inning. Here's the windup and the pitch. Fouled off down the right side. Count remains at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Saturday night baseball in Sioux City.
Yeah, beautiful night for baseball here. Good crowd on hand. So they've done a good job packing the park tonight. This is probably one of our bigger non-4th of July crowds. That's in the dirt. And the run's going to score.
Tough play.
Yeah, it bounced off Coach's leg off to the right, and it rolled all the way almost to the Lemurs dugout, and Martinez no problem scoring from third.
Pass ball. Wild pitch. Wild pitch. That hurt.
Well, that's the 6th run of the inning, so it's 6-4 now.
That's a big run, Woody. That's a big run. Wow. Everything, just a lot of missteps this half inning. From Michael out into right field. Lang, when he thought we had the ball, we botched a run down between home and third. Now wild pitch, it's another one in. Laredo with a 6 spot. The count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes, and they walked him. So they've hit around, Woody.
Yeah, this will bring up the 10th hitter of the inning. So Morrison, who led off the top of the 4th with a single to center, and then he eventually scored, is up for the 2nd time.
This has been a long, long half inning. One that we didn't expect to see. You wanted to hold them there with that 5 spot. It didn't happen. Here's Morrison at the plate. That pitch taken in the dirt. Low and outside for a ball. What is it with the 4th inning here, Woody? We are having some issues.
Well, the one thing I'll say, the X's have proven all year that they're a good comeback team here at home, so a lot of baseball left to be played tonight.
Absolutely. This game was going at a great pace until we got here to the top of the 4th. 1 ball, no strike. The runner is on his way to second. The throw, he is out. He is out 2-4 as Bernal gets thrown out at second base. That mercifully ends the top of the 4th inning, and I think Court may have been spiked on that, Woody.
All right. Well, we have 6 runs in for the Lemurs, and they have 4 hits. There's a walk, fielder's choice, and at the end of 3.5, it's 6 for Laredo, 4 for Sioux City. This is Exits Baseball on Q102.3.
To win $5 in 30-something scratch tickets and to win more.
Okay, welcome back, everyone, to Lewis and Clark Park in Sioux City, Iowa. Jim Ward along with Woody Gottberg on American Association Championship Baseball here on Q102. Great to have you with us this evening. Tough inning. We'll start all over, Woody. It's 6-4. We're down by 2 runs. We have the top of the lineup coming up. Matty Johnson takes the first pitch, fakes a bunt, takes a call down the middle for strike 1 from Ryan Beckman, who's really put out the fire since he relieved Lucen.
Yeah, we threatened against him last inning, just couldn't get the runners in. We had runners on second and third and couldn't score.
No balls, 1 strike. There's a windup in the pitch from Beckman. Grounded inside the first base line. There goes Matty Johnson. This is going to be an easy double. Looks like it's going to be down there in the ground rule double area. It is a ground rule double for Matty Johnson. Woody, that's a good way to start the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, that's one of the idiosyncrasies of this ballpark, too, because he was going to third all the way on that, but because of where the ball hit, and it's an automatic ground rule double, but we'll take that.
That's big, Woody, coming out of that last half inning, which I can't remember a half inning we've had like that this season. I mean, that was a house of horrors.
Yeah.
That would be HORRORS.
Yeah.
Woody. And I tell you, to come out now and be able to get a leadoff double here, we got to get Michael Lang on. So Matty Johnson with a leadoff double here. Ryan Beckman gets the signal, checks the runner at second base. Here's the windup, and they call time.
Yeah, he didn't like the way Johnson's dancing around off second base, and neither the shortstop nor second baseman really made a move over there, and Beckman was uncomfortable, and so the X's trying to bounce right back, get up off the mat after giving up a 6 spot in the top of the 4th.
First pitch to Lang, grounded down the third base line foul. Guy with a glove boots it, E5.
Yeah, now, from Laredo's standpoint, they're like, okay, we just put up 6. Then you hope your pitcher will come out and get a shutdown inning after that. But leadoff double right away, and with the top of the lineup up here,
big threat to score, get us a little closer back into this game.
Michael Lang at the plate. No balls and 1 strike. Beckman checks the runner, steps off the rubber.
Beckman is really bothered by what Mandy Johnson's doing out there.
And I don't know that Johnson would run in this situation, although you got a right-handed batter, a little easier to steal third base. But we're down by 2. No balls and 1 strike to count on Michael Lang, the right fielder for the Explorers. Here's the windup and the pitch. High and inside for a ball, evens the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sioux City with a chance here to get another run up. Strolling into that 4th inning with a 4-run lead. And boom, Katie barred the door.
Yeah, well, Beckman now, he's going to think about it, and he's called time to tie his shoe. And second baseman coming in to talk to him, that'll be Nieves. And
I wish we'd have had about another inning of Matt Lewson, Woody.
Yeah. Now, the last time that either the second baseman or shortstop came in to talk to the pitcher, they put a play on. And so far, neither of the middle infielders has paid any attention to Johnson, but you could tell with him dancing around out there, Beckman's been bothered by him. We'll see if they put something on here, and already they're creeping a little closer to him.
Counts even at 1 ball and 1 strike to Michael Lang. Checks the runner, steps off again.
Yeah, he is just uncomfortable.
Yeah, playing a little polka music or carousel music here.
That's all right. Let's make him a little more uncomfortable.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Beckman's squirming a little bit out there.
Michael Lang waits. The pitch popped up, or no, just
it's right behind him. Nobody knew where it was.
Everybody was looking up. They thought it was a pop-up behind home plate. Ball dropped right at Michael Lang's feet. Beckman ahead in the count now. 2 strikes and a ball. Nice crowd here on hand at Lewis and Clark Park. A rarity in Sioux City. Playoff baseball in September.
Yeah, and an American Association championship or Northern League championship has never been decided in this park.
That's right.
But it will be this year.
This year, one way or the other. Michael with the batted bat there. He waves on a pitch way outside. Strikes out. Michael's had a rough night. 0 for 3. Flips his bat into the dugout. Followed by the helmet. Followed by 1 or 2 words like, oh, geez.
Yeah, that's tough because we don't advance the runner with nobody out. And so here's Tassoni, and he struck out against Beckman the first time he faced him also.
Renee's 0 for 2 on the night. Flied out to right field in the first inning, struck out in the second inning. Left-handed batter here going against the right-hander, Ryan Beckman. Matty Johnson dances off second base. He's not going. The pitch. Tassoni fouls it off down the left field line for strike 1.
Yeah, he was looking to go opposite field that time and got the end of the bat out on it, but sent it foul.
It's a big run to pick up, Woody. Be a good one to cut the lead here in half. We're down by 2. And if you just went to take a potty break, came back, we were up 4-0. We're down 6-4. Here's the pitch on the way to Tassoni. Grounds the ball to the second baseman, Nieves. Nieves over to first. Decker for the 4-3 put out. Johnson moves over to third base. He's there now, but there are 2 outs.
Yeah, at least he hit it to the right side, so he did advance the runner, but unfortunately 2 outs now. But Kilgard, who's been hit by a pitch and sharp single to center, he actually hit Beckman really hard with that single to center back in the second inning. But on that play, that's where Johnson was thrown out at the plate, and that ended that inning. So see if Kilgard can come through in the clutch again, as he's done so many times.
You know, Woody, this is Brock's 7th game. Doesn't have an RBI yet in the playoffs.
Yeah, we had one in the second inning.
Second inning, that's right, tonight. You're right. My mistake. Kilgard at the plate now with a runner on third base, but there were 2 outs. The pitch, little inside for ball 1. A big run to pick up there on third base. We'll take one in the dirt. We'll take one to the back of the screen. We're not going to be greedy.
Yeah, we really would like to see this run get in. But I'll tell you, Jim, I don't think the score is going to end 6-4 tonight.
Nor do I. 1 ball, no strike. The count to Brock Kilgard. Foul tip for a strike. Count even now at 1 ball, 1 strike. Kilgard was hit by a pitch in the first inning. He singled in the second when everything was coming up roses. Then we came to that fateful top of the 4th when Laredo put up 6 runs. 1 ball, 1 strike. The count on Brock Kilgard. He takes a check swing. He did go around for strike 2. They're having a hard time with that outside pitch, Woody.
Yeah, the right-handed batters, that ball just tails away, and you think it's coming into the strike zone, and at the last moment it cuts outside, and that's twice now. Lang got fooled on it, and Kilgard got fooled on it there.
So Kilgard behind in the count now. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wind up the pitch, fouled right back to the screen. The count is now 2 strikes and a ball with a big runner there on third base.
Yeah, he's hanging in there. Got a piece of that one.
We're playing here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Sioux City down 6-4.
Righty-righty matchup.
Kilgard at the plate. Beckman. Timeout is called.
Well, you really hear the traffic from the highway.
You do. I don't know if it's the time of the year or what it is, Woody, but you really do. You hear the noise coming off the interstate there. Brock Kilgard with a chance to get a runner in. Here's the windup and the pitch. Taken inside for a ball. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. With a big run at third base there for the Explorers. Opportunity here to cut into the 2-run deficit. Laredo with a 6-4 lead here as we play into the bottom of the 4th inning.
Well, you know, in game 2, they just had 1 inning where they scored all their runs, and that was it.
And he goes down with waves at a swing strike 3. So the Explorers get a leadoff double. That's all that comes of it. There was no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. We played 4 in Sioux City. The score, Laredo 6 and the Explorers 4. Back on Q102 with X's Baseball in just a bit.
Right back. Game day staff members to dispose of for you, please provide it to the nearest game day staff member as they are currently making their way through the crowd. For all your cleaning needs, please contact Fresh Start, Janitorial and Property Services at 402-494-9980. How would you like to be tonight's honorary fan with an opportunity to lead the crowd and take me out to the ball game? Head down to Fan Services to sign up for a chance to lead our crowd tonight and take me out to the ball game.
Yeah. And he's
as a friendly reminder, please remember there is no outside food service allowed in Lewis and Clark Park. And Lewis and Clark Park is a smoke-free facility. Thanks for your cooperation.
It's a tough half inning.
Alcohol sales will be cut off at the middle of the 8th inning.
Okay. And we're back at Lewis and Clark Park in Sioux City. Jim Ward along with Woody Gottberg. It's 6-4. Laredo enjoying a 2-run lead here. We're back at the top of the order. Ty Morrison at the plate.
Yeah, he was left at the plate when Bernal was thrown out stealing to end the 4th inning.
Rob Ward in for the 2nd inning. Here's the first pitch on the way. Low and inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strike. Boy, the air just kind of went out of the park, didn't it, Woody?
A little bit. We got to get something going next time around, get our crowd back into the game a bit.
1 ball, no strike. The count on Ty Morrison. Left fielder for Laredo. That ball's outside. 2 balls and no strikes. A lot of baseball to be played, is what he said. We're just in the 5th inning. Rob Ward on the mound, an early relief stint. That ball's outside, ball 3. Something we typically don't see from Rob Ward.
No, we want to try and get this leadoff guy, and it is very, very unusual for Ward to fall behind on a hitter here like this.
2-0 the count. Here's the pitch to Morrison. That pitch, ball 4. Walked him on 4 pitches.
Yeah, leadoff walk for Morrison, so he's 1 for 2 with a walk to start the 5th inning.
Head coach is out to talk to Rob Ward. Just looking down at the bullpen, Woody. As we said, we got a full bullpen tonight. They're going to let Ward go here a little bit. He's been the real deal for Sioux City. I think people are pretty stunned what's going on here now. Feeling real good, weren't we? And going into the fourth inning, but been a tough go since then.
Yeah, that second time through the order, everybody seemed to have Straka figured out, unfortunately. And here's Nieves, who had a big double to right field.
He's 1-2 on the night. The pitch, there's this. Well, I'm sorry, I called that a ball. I called it a strike. The umpire called it a ball. Looked like it was right down the middle. I think a little squawking going on there from the corner of the Explorers dugout.
Yeah, the umpire doesn't have the headphones listening
He
to us.
does not. I hope not, or we'll be on our way home. 1 ball, no strike, the count on Abel Nieves. Nieves, the plate, the pitch, taken in the dirt, ball 2, Ward 6 bad ones in a row here, Woody. Very unusual.
Yeah, well, let's see if he can find himself here, and don't want to let this get any farther away from us than we are right now.
It's a 2-run deficit, 6-4. The score as we play in the 5th inning, Laredo. 2 balls, no strikes. The pitch, that's right down the middle for strike 1, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike on Abel Nieves, second baseman for the Laredo Lemurs.
Yeah.
Nieves is a veteran. He's from Venezuela. Played for Wichita last year. There's the pitch, strike 2. Nieves knew it. Says, yes, sir, good call. That evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Morrison down there at first, starting to try to stray a little bit, get a little bit bigger lead off each pitch.
2-2 the count now on Abel Nieves. Here's the windup, the pitch on the way. Morrison's on the go. Pitch fouled off to the right side. Count remains at 2-2. And Caviglia had Morrison running on that 2-2 pitch.
Yeah, Ty Morrison led the Lemurs in stolen bases with 22. He was just caught 5 times.
2 balls and 2 strikes, the count here. We're in the top of the 5th in Sioux City. Lewis and Clark Park, Laredo 6, Sioux City 4. 2-2 pitch to Abel Nieves coming from Rob Wart. High ball 3, the count's full now at 3-2. Let's see if Morrison's going on this pitch. My hunch, if he was running on 2-2, he's running on 3-2. Need a little ground ball here. Yet to see a double play tonight.
That is true.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Checks the runner at first. Wart to the plate. The runner's going. Pitch fouled off to the right side. Count remains at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Well, Morrison will start all over again. Wonder how the guy gets worn down a little bit. Not really even at this level, but you get, as a runner, you know, you're going, and 2-3 times in a row the pitch gets fouled off.
Right. Wear him out.
You're like, come on, man.
Here's the payoff pitch. 3-2 the count. Abel Nieves. Ward checks the runner and comes to the plate. The runner's going to pitch inside ball 4. 2 walks to start the top of the 5th inning, not the way we had it choreographed.
No, I don't know if he's done that all year, actually.
Very unusual.
All right, well now, this is where you look. You got to force it at third and take a little time, find yourself.
Kevin Taylor, the DH at the plate, big left-handed hitter, 0-2 on the night. Flied out to center field and struck out back in the 3rd inning. The Explorers playing the corners in. Mendoza into Sony. He's swinging away and he takes it high for a ball. Can't find the plate. Fans starting to get a little restless here. This is a big spot of the game. Can't get further behind these guys, Woody.
No.
And they didn't have the bunt on there. It looks like they're playing away, but we'll see. 1 ball, no strike. Kevin Taylor at the plate. 1st and 2nd, nobody out in the 5th. Now he's putting the ball down, and he takes it for a strike. Taylor hinted at the bunt there, didn't get the ball down. Count even now at 1 ball, 1 strike. Let's see what the Explorers do. Looks like they're going to play in at the corners again with Mendoza at 3rd to Sony over at first base. Mendoza actually playing in on the grass.
Yeah, in 65 innings, Ward only walked 26 batters over the course of the season.
Doesn't happen often. 1-1 the count. He's going to lay it down again. The ball taken high and outside. Ball 2 now. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Those same 65 innings, he recorded 92 strikeouts.
Got some Looks like a couple of guys stretching out in the bullpen. Woody?
Yeah, you can't waste any time. No matter who it is, if they're not going to have it, you can't go very long with someone in the championship series like this.
2 balls and a strike. The count to Kevin Taylor, the DH. Going to put the ball down again. He misses at the bunt. Offers at it. Count down 2-2. So that takes the bunt off probably. Woody will hit away to Sonny. He'll be able to drop back a little bit at first base, as will Mendoza. Little ground ball here, maybe turn 2. Turn the complexion of the sitting around. Ward checks the runners. And he comes to the plate with a 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to Perillo. He flips it over to third. That was a nice play. Whoa. Now, I tell you what, I didn't see that one coming. Perillo came in, fielded the ball. No way he could have turned 2 on the play, Woody. The ball wasn't hit that hard, so he did just kind of a backhanded flip over to Mendoza and got the force out 6-5.
And Morrison helped himself run into that out because he stopped running, slowed up to try to screen the ball from Perillo so he wouldn't see it at short. And because of that, he wasn't going full bore to third. And Perillo just made sort of that side shovel to third to get the force out. So Morrison trying to be tricky and block the shortstop's view of a slow ground ball. He ends up creating a force out.
That was a big play there, Woody. I tell you what, got that lead runner out. You know, there was no way they were going to be able to turn 2. So runners at first and second now, but there's 1 out. And Dennis Phipps at the plate, the right fielder. Rob Wart with a chance to get out of the inning. The first pitch high and outside for a ball. I didn't see that one coming really, Woody. I thought he was going to flip to second to try to get the force out, but he just fielded the ball, flipped it over with his right hand over to Mendoza for the force out over at third. That was a big play.
That was a tremendous play. Great heads-up play by our shortstop.
1 ball, no strike. Here's the pitch, high and tight. Ball 2. Matt Coach goes out and talks to Rob Wart. Some uncustomary wildness here for the skinny right-hander for the Explorers.
Yeah, well, he's well rested coming into the game tonight. He didn't pitch in game 2. We had the off travel day yesterday, so he should be pretty fresh.
2 balls and no strikes. The count on Dennis Phipps. Phipps was out 1 assisted, and he walked. 2 balls, no strikes. Rob Wart behind in the count. Here's the pitch. That's taken inside for ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes.
Well, sometimes when you're a pitcher and this is going on, you just go, all right, how do I find my way back here?
3-0. Probably be taking all the way. Here's the pitch to Phipps. He is. Geez, Woody had about 3 feet out of the batter's box when that pitch was delivered.
Yeah, there's no way he was swinging at that.
Can you make it any more plain? He was taking that all the way. So Ward threw it right down the middle. 3 balls and 1 strike. Dennis Phipps at the plate. Here's the pitch on the way. Ball hit out to right field. And Lang is on this one. Makes the catch, throws it back into the infield. There's 2 outs.
Yeah, Phipps did not get a good one on the ball. He hit it out to medium right field, and Lang drew a beat on it and was able to come forward and put himself in great throwing position. And because of that, Nieves not running at all.
And here comes Bobby Post out to talk to Rob Wart after that second out. There's nobody warming up, Woody, in the bullpen. So
yeah, and you have Denker up here, who's the big power threat. He had something like 24, 25 home runs, and he had a RBI double that scored a run last inning out to right field. So this is a tough at bat here. This is a big power hitter for the Lemurs, and Wart's going to have to bear down and try and pitch his way out of this.
Denker, their big first baseman. He's a veteran. Played for Reynosa was his last team. Is a native of California. Big spot in the game here as the Explorers try to put the clamps down, hold it to a 2-run deficit. Runners at first and second base for the Lemurs. Rob Wart checks the runners, gets the sign, the pitch. Well, I'll let you hear the groans. What do you think it was?
Well, that tells you the crowd is back into this one, because I like it when the crowd responds, and a lot of umpires sitting in the seats tonight didn't like that call.
Obviously, it was a ball from the only guy that counts. 1 ball, no strikes, the count on Travis Denker. That pitch is Steve Reich. That right arm went up. That's the way you're supposed to do it. One ball, one strike.
About the same spot as the previous pitch.
Well, yes.
Close. Very close.
2 outs here as we play on in the top of the 5th inning. Here's the windup and the pitch on the way to Denker. Driven out to right field, and Michael Lang with the catch to end the inning. So, Woody, what ends well stays well.
That's right. No runs, no hits, 2 left on a pair of walks. After 4.5, Lemurs 6, X's 4, Explorers Baseball on Q102.
We have Madden Stout and Austin Larson participating in tonight's
Well, good evening again. Welcome back to Lewis and Clark Park, everyone. Jim Ward along with Woody Gottberg. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning here at the stadium, and Laredo holding on to a 6-4 lead. Could have been a lot worse. Happy to get out of that last half inning without any damage. So we got a few more whacks here. Woody, we need to start getting a little action. This pitcher Beckman's been tough since he came in to relieve Lucen, and it was a good call by Pete Incaviglia, who made that change, and boy, it's pretty much shut us down.
Yeah, we threatened a little bit, but hey, credit to Rob Ward finding himself pitching his way out of a tough inning, and so let's see if we can build on something now, get something going. Perio leading off here in the 5th.
Let's see what Noah can do. Noah's 1-2, 1 for 2 on the evening, singled in the first. There's a windup in the pitch to Noah, taken inside for a ball. 1 ball, no strike.
Yeah, he has an RBI single back in the first inning when we scored that was our first run, and then he flied out to third in the 3rd inning.
Ryan Beckman on the mound for the Lemurs. Here's the pitch to Noah. Ground ball to first base. Nice grab by Denker. Over to first, Beckman with the play. The out goes 3-1.
Yeah, fine play by the first baseman. Perio hustling down the baseline, but not quite fast enough to beat that one out, as Beckman did a good job getting off the mound, getting over there. Tell you, if Beckman doesn't break from the mound right away, though, we've got a man on.
This has really been a tale of a half inning, Woody. That top of the 4th, I thought would never end.
Yeah, and that's kind of how it was in Game 2. They took 5 up in the 2nd inning on Zimmerman, and that was it. They didn't score after that.
Would have never guessed it the way, Straka was 9 up, 9 down. Then it just went downhill from there. But we still have a lot of baseball to play. Ryan Court up at the plate, takes a pitch inside for a ball. Ryan is 0 for 1 in the evening. He flied out to right field and walked back in the 3rd inning. Need a run. Need some base runners here. 6-4, Laredo. Bottom of the 5th. Ryan Beckman on the mound for Laredo. In relief of Matt Lucen. Here's the pitch. That ball taken high for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. Jim Morton with Woody Gottberg. Fill it in for our good friend Dave Nitz, who will be back on the air tomorrow night.
Yeah, it's not quite as bad driving back from Kansas as it would be driving back from Laredo for
Dave. That would be a long night. 2 balls and no strikes. The count. Here's the windup and the pitch on the way. That pitch taken on the corner for a strike. 2 balls and a strike now on the big second baseman for the Explorers, Ryan Court.
Yeah, we just need to get 1 or 2 people on here. And
Ryan in LS3. 2-1 the count. It's the pitch on the way. Ground ball to the shortstop, Roger Bernal. Flips over to first base. Denker with the dig. 6-3, 2 outs.
Yeah, nice play.
Woody, I don't know that we've had a 1-2-3 inning on Sioux City. This would be it. It's not going to happen, though, but...
Yeah, we have not had a 1-2-3 inning on the Explorers tonight.
Number 25, Tom Mendonça.
Let's see what Tommy Mendonça can do.
Well, he's 2 out of 2, single and a double, scored a run.
Need to start whittling away here.
Batting left up there. Looks right in and throwing Beckman. Keep on to say Beckham, but he's not a soccer player.
We still have 13 outs here, Woody. We're going to be okay. Mendonça flies the ball down the left field line out of play, down in the bullpen barbecue. No balls for 1 strike on the veteran Sioux City third baseman Tommy Mendonça. Sioux City playing here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's Laredo 6 and Sioux City 4.
Nobody throwing in the Lemurs bullpen.
Next pitch on the way. This another ground ball to the second baseman, Abel Nieves. Flips over to Denker. It's 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left after 5. It's Laredo 6, Sioux City 4. You're listening to Explorers Baseball on Q102.
Laredo's for 2015. Flip over your game ticket.
And welcome back to the Lewis and Clark Ballpark here in Sioux City. Jim Morton, along with my good friend Woody Gottberg, bringing you the American Association Championship game. Game 3 of the best of 5 series between Laredo and the Sioux City Explorers. Trying to look up this Ryan Beckman, a.k.a. Cy Young. The guy has been unscored on, Woody. Sioux City, this is his, looks like his 4th appearance. Has pitched 4 innings up to tonight, struck out 5, tied for 4th in the league in games pitched with 49. He's got a slider, changeup, fastball, sinker. We're not doing anything against this guy.
Well, you got to wonder how long they'll go with him. And, what his longest outing's been 4 innings for Sioux City over the season. So Beckman at least doing that.
So we go here into the plane at the top of the 6th inning. Up to the plate, number 24 for the Lemurs is Phil Pohl, the catcher. Is that right, Woody?
It is Pohl. He is 0 for 2. He fouled out to the catcher, and then he got on by a fielder's choice and scored.
1 ball, 1 strike to count on Pohl. As Rob Ward, another inning of relief here. John Straka. That's the Rob Ward I know, high cheese. Swung on a miss, strike 2.
Yeah, if we saw a tough inning from Ward last inning, when he still didn't give up a run, he's not going to have 2 bad innings in a row.
1 ball, 1 strike. The count. Pitch taken outside for ball 2 on the Laredo catcher, Phil Pohl wears number 24 on his jersey. Here's the windup. Pitch foul down the third base line. The count even, reigns even at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Say hi to Lisa and Robert Galberg sitting down in the KSCJ seats tonight, and also a pastor from my church, Russ Senstead, and his wife Angela from Redeemer Lutheran. They're down in the box seats. They were up waving at me the break between last inning.
Great to have you with us. Next pitch high. Count full, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
My wife said she's going to be listening tonight, but she's never listened to Q102 before, so this is the first for her. She always listens to KSCJ or our 2 country FMs.
Here's the payoff pitch, 3-2. It hit him. Hit by pitch.
Boy.
Very uncharacteristic. We're seeing a lot of things, Woody, that we've not seen over the course of the season. Little wildness from Wart, little indecision on some of our defense tonight. Just kind of a strange night all the way around.
Now here's Martinez, who had a bases clearing triple last inning in that 6-run, or 2 innings ago in that 6-run inning.
He had the big hit, punched the ball down the left field line, rattled around down there in the corner, and cleared the bases for the Lemurs.
Yeah, he was the last batter that Straka faced tonight. So he is 1 out of 2. He's tripled to left and flied out to right.
So Phil Pohl takes a lead at first. The pitch to Martinez, fouled back right behind us here for strike 1.
No, we didn't decide if one comes back at us. Am I going after it or are you going after it?
I'm ducking.
All right, I'll hold up my College World Series hat and
I
catch
tell
it
you,
that way.
I used to chase baseballs like a dog chases a school bus. No more, Woody. No more.
Philip Jones ever knock you out of the way chasing the ball there?
Few times. Oh, the ball hits in front of the plate, goes all the way back to the screen. That's going to be a wild pitch. Runner advances to second base, and the count's even now at 1 ball, 1 strike. Just kind of a weird karma right here down Woody at the ballpark. Pretty quiet. People trying to figure this out. We've not seen this.
No. Yeah, and well, we're going to try to figure this out. I don't see a full moon out there, do you?
I don't know. It's just a little strange. 1 ball, 1 strike, the count on Drew Martinez, the center fielder for Laredo. Wart checks the runner at second. That's Pohl. And comes to the plate. Hinted at a bunt, took the ball outside. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. We got action now in the Sioux City bullpen, Woody. I cannot see who it is. We have someone warming up down there. It's a right-hander.
Yeah, his back's to us.
The hook won't take long. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch on the way. That ball's bunted foul. Strike 2.
Might be. Is that Marquez down there?
I think it's Marquez.
Marquez. Well, I tell you what, Woody, that's our closer.
Well, Jeff Marquez, he started some games at the beginning of the year. He's been in the Yankees system and then was out for a while. And he's come back and pitched relief since he's come back, come back healthy now. So he'll give us some innings if we do bring him in. He'll give us some innings if we need that.
Well, we're playing inning by inning now. You can't let him get up anymore. 2-2 the count down to Drew Martinez. There's a runner at second base. Nobody out. We need to keep him right there. Martinez steps out of the plate.
Yeah. Actually, Marquez did a fine job at the early stage of this year. Had some quality starts for Sioux City. Then went on the shelf.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the windup and the pitch on the way. High and outside, ball 3. Wart just having a hard time finding the plate. That is Marquez throwing down in the Explorer bullpen. Boy, this is a big spot in the game. What do we have? 12 more outs. We can't let him get much further ahead here because we're having a hard time with Beckman. The count's full of 3 balls and 2 strikes on Drew Martinez. Here's Ward's pitch. Foul down the left field line. The count remains 3-2.
Yeah, Martinez battling up there. Wart doing the same on the mound. And meanwhile, you got Pohl. There's probably not a lot of speed there at second base with a catcher.
3 balls and 2 strikes on Drew Martinez. center fielder for Laredo. Critical spot in the ball game here. There's no one out and a runner on second base. Here's the windup and the pitch. Fouled off again to the left side. Count remains at 3-2. All of the Laredo players up the railing, Woody, as are the Explorers. It's a big game, big spot in the game. We really want to hold them right here.
For the pitchers, there's like a 35-degree difference temperature-wise from what Game 2 was, too.
That's exactly right. 100-degree weather. Upper 90s, 100-degree weather down on Laredo.
We're going to get down to about 46 or so tonight for an overnight low here.
Here's the pitch, 3-2. The pitch fouled again back here to the left side. It's fouled off 3 in a row.
Yeah, you ever bat in cold weather, and boy, the foul went off, and it just stings you.
You can feel it down to your toes. Feel it down to your toes. Martinez getting the pitch count up on Wart.
Now, this isn't really cold weather, but compared to Game 2, though.
Yes. Yeah, they think they're playing in Winnipeg. Here's a big spot of the game, folks. It's 3-2. No outs. Top of the 6th inning. Runner on second. Here's the pitch on the way. Grounded right back to Ward. He fields it. Checks the runner at second. Throws to first to Sony. Whoa. 1-3. Ward about threw that one away. But the out goes 1-3, so the runner stays at second base. That's good, Woody. He stayed right where he was.
Yeah, not a lot of speed on second base. Paul, not a lot of speed, the catcher there for the Lemurs, so it was going to have to be something hit deep to get him any chance to move over at all.
Good job by Rob Ward there to keep that runner at second base, and it brings up Juan Silverio.
He's 0 for 2, fly to right, and then first base unassisted for a putout.
Third sacker for Laredo. Rob Wart gets the signal. Foul down the right side. No balls and 1 strike. The wind blowing out to left field here. Not a home run hitting ballpark, is it, Woody?
No.
I don't know if you had talked to Steve Montgomery. He'd like to bring the fences in about 10 feet next year, he says. I don't think that's a bad idea.
No, you got 400 straightaway center.
No balls and a strike, the count now on Juan Silverio.
3:30 down the lines.
Rob Wart to the plate. Right back to the mound. He has a runner hung up between second and third. Runs right at him. Tags out. Paul for the play. Very nice play.
That's funny because Paul just stopped halfway, and Wart from the pitcher's mound outran him. So I told you there was no speed on second. Paul didn't even make it 2/3 of the way to third, and Wart ran him down.
He had him dead to rights, Woody. I think Paul just assumed that he was going to go to first with that throw for the easy out. But he did exactly what you're supposed to do. Ran right to the runner. Had him dead to rights here. So now things have changed here. Now there's a runner on first, but there are 2 outs. Unassisted 1. We've got a couple of unassisted ones tonight.
I think even with a little arthritis in my knees now at my age, Jim, I could have run that guy down.
I would have fallen down. Roger Bernal now to play with a runner on first base. First pitch from Rob Ward taken high for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes.
Well, we've seen some crazy things here tonight.
That was nuts. Bernal leads off at first. The pitch, that's inside for a ball. Ward thought that was a little closer than what he got credit for, I guess.
Yeah. But I tell you, for all the baseball games we've seen over the years, we have not seen everything.
No. You're right.
I don't think Vince Scully's seen everything yet. He's been calling games a lot longer than we have.
60-some years. That pitch is inside for a ball, so 3 balls and no strikes. Come on, Mr. Rob. 3 balls and no strikes to count on Roger Bernal, shortstop for the Laredo Lemurs.
That would be a question I'd ask Vince Scully. For all those years, do you think you've seen it all?
Good question. And he walked him on 4 pitches.
Yeah, this guy, reserve playing because of injury, and he's walked twice and struck out once, so he has not put his bat on the ball yet tonight.
And here comes Steve Montgomery. That's going to be it for Rob Wart. Going to pull the hook on him, and it looks like we're going to see Jeff Marquez.
So that's our call to the bullpen here. So with the score, Laredo 6, Sioux City 4, back in 90 seconds. Explorers baseball on Q102.
Well, we're back at the ballpark, Lewis and Clark Stadium here in Sioux City, Iowa. We're playing here in the top of the 6th inning. Laredo with a 6-4 lead. Boy, the line on Rob Ward is very uncustomary. 2 1/3 innings?
Two total innings. Didn't give up a hit, but he walked 4, hit a batter, and had a wild pitch. That has not happened all year. He only walked 26 guys all year.
Yeah, and threw 58 pitches.
Yeah.
So we're coming at him with our best stuff here, Woody, with Jeff Marquez on the mound now. Our closer in a critical part of the ball game here, Ty Morrison.
Yeah, you have the top of the order up, first and second, but we do have 2 outs, so big spot for Marquez to get us out of.
Pohl is at second base, Bernal at first. Jeff Marquez, veteran Yankee, on the mound. The first pitch is a ball. Here's the next pitch. Fouled right back to the screen, count even at 1 ball and 1 strike. This is the 5th time Morrison's been at the plate.
Yeah, well, it's Silverio, I think, that's on first now because of the.
That's right.
Wart ran down.
That's right.
Pohl.
Silverio.
So he's on second and Bernal's on first.
Right. It looks like I spilled a bottle of ink on my scorecard. That 4th inning, Woody just destroyed everything. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitch taken outside for a ball, I guess.
Yeah, and it was so nice and neat the first 3 innings for Laredo.
Yeah, I mean, it was a thing of beauty. It was pristine. Now it looks like a big old ink blot. So Marquez behind in the count. 2 balls and 1 strike. Silverio at second, Bernal at first base. Chance to get out of the inning unscathed here. We need to get 1 more out here from Ty Morrison. Here's the pitch. That's taken outside for ball 3. Wow. 3 balls and 1 strike. Woody, I should have let you call the whole damn game. You know? Everything went to heck in the 4th inning. Still a lot to play, though. 3 and 1.
We'll get it done.
We'll get there. Let's go. Jeff Marquez on the mound. 3 balls and 1 strike. Ty Morrison, plate, pops it up. It's going to be out of play down the third base line, right over by our seats. Get him, run there, Mark. No. Counts full out. 3 and 2. Runners will be off, Woody. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Everybody's going to be in motion.
The Sioux City Explorers and the Laredo Lemurs in Game 3 of the American Association Championship Series. We're tied at 1 game apiece. This was a big one tonight. Here's the payoff pitch. Runners are going. And strike 3. Curveball right down the middle, and that ends the inning. So we get out of it unscathed, Woody.
Yeah, the Lemurs threatened again, but they leave a couple of men on base. There were no runs, no hits. They did have a hit batsman and a walk. But they strand a couple. So after 5.5, Lemurs 6, X's 4. This is Explorers Baseball on Q102.3.
Slider has been practicing all. And welcome back to Q102.3. Jim Ward along with Woody Gottberg
Bringing you Explorers Championship Baseball here on the radio tonight. 61 degrees out at the ballpark, and we need to get her started here at the bottom of the 6th inning. We're going to do it with 8, 9, and 1. Matt Coach leads things off here for us in the bottom of the 6th inning. Laredo enjoying that 6-4 lead.
He's 1 out of 2. He singled and scored in the 2nd inning and then struck out in the 3rd.
Need a couple of base runners here, Woody. See what we can get started against Ryan Beckman, who's been lights out. First pitch, almost hit him inside for ball 1.
And there is some action down in Laredo's bullpen, and you have to wonder, I can't imagine Beckman throwing 49 games over the year has gone more than 4 innings very often.
He's tough tonight. Here's the pitch. Grounded down the third baseman. Severio up with the ball. The flips over to first. Denker, 1 up, 1 down. That play goes 5-3.
Yeah, because he has thrown 4 innings coming into this inning, so he's at 4 1/3 innings now.
Yeah, he's got to be, I would think, at the outer reach of his limits, but we just haven't squared it up, Woody, against this guy. I don't know what it is.
No, last inning against him's the only time we went 3 up and 3 down, and otherwise, we threatened against him. We just haven't been able to get it done yet.
Let's see if Brad Keys can get it started. He's 1 for 2 on the night.
Yeah, RBI and a run scored. Beckman putting in some quality innings for the Lemurs.
It's the first pitch to Keys, outside for ball 1. Woody, I kind of love the way you manage playoff baseball. Here we are with our best 2 pitchers, out of the bullpen anyway, with Wart done for the evening at 58 pitches and Marquez in the 6th. Here's the pitch. Popped up to the shortstop. Bernal floats back and makes the grab. 2 up, 2 down.
Yeah, not a strong wind. Ball, shortstop had to go into short left field to get that, but stuck with it, pulled it down. 2-out rally, Tim.
Yep, still got a ways to go here. A lot of baseball to play. This is what he said. Maybe Matty can get a 2-out fire going here. We need somebody to instigate some action here.
Well, they haven't had Matty out yet. He's walked, he reached down in air, and he doubled. So,
little 2-out magic here. Matty, let's go here. Here's the windup from Beckman. The pitch, he fakes a bunt, takes it outside for a ball.
Yeah, have the third baseman charging in. Severio, he's still on the edge of the grass with 2 outs. Well aware that Jansen with a good speed.
Matty Johnson from Bellevue University played in this ballpark in the Lewis and Clark World Series, Woody, the NAIA World Series. Matty takes a pitch on the corner, strike 1, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You and I may have been here.
I was the honorary coach for Bellevue. In fact, that one year, that's when it rained like 40 days and 40 nights.
Yeah.
You remember that?
I do. I also remember someone getting happy birthday sung to him after.
I do that. 1-1 to count the pitch. That's out. Oh, okay. That was only what I wanted to say was at the outside corner. 2 strikes and a ball, and that big collective groan saying, huh? Was I talking to Miles about the umpire development?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you missed that one. That's okay. 2 strikes and a ball. Matty Johnson in the hole. Here's the windup and the strike, the pitch on the way. Ring him up, strike 3. Ain't nobody happy. When Mama ain't happy, ain't nobody happy. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. As Steve Montgomery has a few words to say for the home plate umpire. We're through 6 now at the ballpark. The score is Laredo 6, Sioux City 4. You're listening to Explorers Baseball on Q 102.3.
implement the latest cost reduction strategies and advantage growth prospects.
Welcome back to Lewis and Clark Park. Woody Gottberg back with you, Mike Side, as we start the 7th inning. And X is down 6-4. And Abel Nieves will lead off the 7th, the second baseman, batting second in their order. He is 1 out of 2 with a walk, and he has a RBI double and scored a run in the 4th inning when Laredo plated all 6 of their runs. So Jeff Marquez back out there. And the first pitch is a fly ball to center field, and that should be no problem. Flag down by Mandy Johnson, so there's 1 out on 1 pitch. That's going to bring up the DH, Kevin Taylor.
The DH, number 9, Kevin Taylor.
And he's normally wears number 7, but he is wearing number 9 to 9 on their roster. They say number 9 is their hitting coach, Steve Hines. So I don't know if number 7 jersey got left behind or what the reason is. Marquez in there, gets pitch in for a called strike. Marquez had some great starts. He started 14 games again earlier in the year, put up a 6-5 record for Sioux City, but he's been in the bullpen and a called strike too, and he's done a fine job coming out of the bullpen for Sioux City. So quickly ahead 0-2 with 1 out already here in the 7th inning. Marquez working fast, called strike 3, put the backwards K up. So 2 up, 2 down. So Taylor, he's 0 for 4 now. And this is going to bring up the right fielder, Dennis Phipps. He's 0 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Phipps, his first time up in the 2nd inning, hit a ball that went off his foot, it looked like, and rolled a few feet in front of home plate, and Straka came running in and tagged him out right in front of home plate. And curveball in there for strike 1. Boy, Marquez is dealing right now. So again, ahead of the hitter. That one's high and tight, backed him away. So that's going to even the count at a ball and a strike. Marquez working fast, and there's a ball-driven foul down the left field line. So Phipps got around on it, but just ripped it as a long foul. So it's 1-2. Cleanup hitter in the Lemurs lineup. Calls time, backs out. Trying to slow Marquez down. Marquez not wasting time between pitches. Oh, curveball just missed. Well, I tell you, coach framed the pitch, held it out there, but umpire wasn't going to give him a strike, so that evens the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Marquez working very fast and effectively here, Jim. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 3 up, 3 down inning. So the Lemurs come up with nothing at the end of 6.5. Laredo 6, Sioux City 4. Time for the 7th inning stretch. This is Explorers Baseball on Q102.3.
we go to the bottom of the seventh inning stretch. Just had, of course, Take Me Out to the Ballgame sung. I didn't finish that story when, you and I were at the NAI World Series a few years ago, and I was doing the PA here for some of those games. And we got rained out, and I remember you and I and Bob Scott and his sons and Jerry Hansen, we all went to that restaurant in the mall. It was under a different name. I recall as we're sitting there, all of a sudden the entire staff came out and circled someone and sang happy birthday to him, even though it wasn't his birthday.
Because you got a free cake or free ice cream or something.
That's right. I think Bob Scott and, was it Matt?
It could have been one of the Scott boys. And a message for the mayor, the next capital improvement project, a restroom in the press box. How about that?
You don't have to run so far. Michael Lang leads off the bottom of the seventh for Sioux City, a swing and a miss. He is 0 for 3, fly to right, and 2 strikeouts.
Been a tough night for Michael.
Michael is due, I'll just say that. Beckman is still in there. This is his 6th inning of work. And there's strike 2.
Yeah, Michael's having a hard time figuring this guy out.
Yeah.
They're throwing out a low outside breaking ball.
Yeah, Beckman has struck him out both times. He flied to right off of Lucen back in the first inning. So down 0-2 in the count. Oh boy, they're asking if he went. No, and that wasn't a swing. He just was trying to get out of the way of a low and inside pitch.
And Mark, if you're still listening down there, Woody, would you like a hot dog? We're hungry up here. 2 strikes and a ball.
A little nubber back to Beckman. Throws him out. That's his 73rd pitch in relief. Wow. How many relievers throw 73 pitches?
Wow. Goes out 1-3.
All right, here's Rene Chisoni. He is 0 for 3. He's also due, but he's flied to right, struck out, and grounded out second to first his last at bat.
Now, what do you know? We have our number 2 and 3 guys that are combined 0-7 on the night.
Yeah, and right now this is 11 in a row that Beckman has set down. So he is in a groove right now with 74 pitches thrown. And I'm looking down in the Lemur bullpen, and
nobody up.
Nope, not much happening down there. There's a strike, so even though he's in relief, you can almost say this is a quality start for Beckman because Lucen, their starter, who had beaten us twice this year, only lasted an inning in 3 batters.
Need to get something started here.
All right, 0-1 to the left-handed hitting Rene Chisoni. There's a drive, high, towering drive out to center field. And it's not going to bring rain, but it was up there a long time and finally is caught by the center fielder. So pulled in by Drew Martinez, and there's the second out. So here's Kelgard. Brock is 1 out of 2. RBI single in the second, reached by a hit by pitch in the first, and then he struck out to end the fourth. I keep talking 2-out rally, Jim. This is as good a time as any to get one going.
Yeah, we've had a penchant for that this season, Woody. Fortunately against Beckman, we just can't get a sniff against this guy.
And Kelgard looks at called strike 1 right down the chute.
He's not that quick, Woody. There must be some movement on the ball or something because he's not that fast to the plate. He comes from the right side.
And that one's curveball rolling away.
Kind of been upset in college football. Number 2, Alabama's down by 2 touchdowns against Mississippi.
Wow. Of course, that's a little bit of a rivalry
yes.
game.
Number 6, Stanford getting beat at the end of 3 quarters. Or USC, I should say.
Ground ball to short, and it's a 1-2-3 inning out 6-3, so that's 12 in a row set down by Ryan Beckman at the end of 7, Laredo 6, Sioux City 4. This is Explorers Baseball on Q102.
Direct your attention to the area in front of the X's dugout as our promotion.
And back at Lewis and Clark Ballpark, we go to the top of the 8th. Sioux City down by 2, 6-4. Earlier I was telling you about the scoreboard. Well, Shane Tritz, general manager, was telling me how after the lightning hit, the next time they had to use it, the next day, they were literally painting the numbers as the game when it was going on. And Shane was worried if someone did put up a crooked number, they wouldn't have a number painted in time to get it up on the board.
Yeah, that scoreboard's got a lot of stories. We're talking to Miles Wolf about that. Opening night, 93, Woody, the crane was still up, installing it when the first pitch was delivered.
Yeah, I remember that. We were here way back when. Hard to believe it's been that long ago. Here's Travis Denker taking a called strike, and again, Marquez. He's getting ahead of everybody he's facing. He's done a great job since coming in.
Woody, we got 6 more outs to go here now.
Yeah.
Got some time.
Denker's going to foul one away, so he's behind 0-2. He's 1 out of 3, doubled to right and knocked in a run and scored. Otherwise, he's grounded out second to first and lined out to right field to end the 5th. That's when they were threatening against Wart in the 5th inning and had a couple guys on but couldn't punch him home with nobody out. Wart battled out of that after giving up 2 straight walks to start that inning. High and away, and that was a waste of a pitch. He had 0-2, was going to waste one, see if Denker would go after it, but he did not.
So, Woody, we haven't had a base runner, since the 4th inning?
Right. 12 up and 12 down for Beckman for Laredo. And that's low and inside. Coach diving over to the left a little bit. Stop that one. That's going to even up the count, 2-2.
Got to hold him right here. 6-4.
Well, Marquez has been all business since coming in. Kicks and fires. There's a ground ball to second base. And it went right through court. Boy, oh boy. That one just went right through the wicket.
That's E4.
Yeah.
As I said, Woody, just a lot of things, the course of a 100-game season, that you typically would see. We've not seen that, from the botched run down at third base that cost us some runs, to that, that Court went down on one knee to field that ball right through the wicket.
It was not a very hard-hit ball at all, and somehow it just must have taken a weird bounce at the last moment to go through him.
To Rob Ward, not striking anyone out, walking a lot of guys. Very unusual game.
Well, here's Paul, the catcher, and there's a little nubber, and they're going to have to hurry, and then actually the second baseman comes over on the sacrifice try, and they do get the out.
3-4 on the put out.
Yeah.
And obviously, Laredo playing for another insurance run, Woody. They're hard to come by with Beckman. Every run's big here, so we got to hold him at second base. And still, much to my surprise, no one down in that Laredo bullpen.
No, Beckman's just been lights out for 4 innings here. Well, here's Martinez with a big hit of the game, the 3 RBI triple back in the 4th inning. And that put the Lemurs on top. So he's 1 out of 3. And Marquez again getting ahead of the hitter. Curbs one in for strike 1.
Big runner down there at second base.
Yep, 1 out. Denker got on by the error. So Marquez going to try and minimize that damage. Big swing and a miss. 0-2 now.
A little stirring down in the bullpen for the Explorers, Woody. A couple of guys up walking around a little bit, just in case.
Yeah. Denker, he only played, head-to-head he never stole a base. We'll see what he did on the season. I'm just trying to figure out if he's got any speed at all down there. Big swing and a miss, strike 3.
Big out.
2 down. Yeah, Denker only attempted 1 stolen base and made it all year. So he's not the speediest guy on their team. Here's Juan Silverio, nothing out of 3, the third baseman, 8th hitter in the lineup here.
You take a look at Beckman's numbers, Woody. Actually, the regular season, he was tough. He was 8-1 on the year.
Yeah, good pitcher.
Yeah, 1.36 ERA, called into a relief role tonight.
And that's outside. Good job by Coach pulling it in.
Only good thing about that, Woody, he won't be available tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was 8-1 on the season, 1.36 ERA. The guy was one of their pitching stalwarts, so they got him in early. Incaviglia made the right call on that.
Yeah, he threw as you said, the fourth most games in the AA this year. There's that called strike. Boy, Marquez just all business since he came in. Getting ahead of everybody. Severio shaking his head a little bit down there. Don't think he liked that, but Marquez has shown a great breaking ball tonight, mixing his pitches well.
Steps off the rubber.
Yeah. Looking the runner back a little bit, but Denker, again, like I mentioned, not a lot of speed out there on second base. So Marquez taking his time now. He's been working quickly. And there's a ground ball to Court. Up with it, over, and that's it. So there's the third out on the 4-3 play. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left. 7.5 in the books. Laredo 6, Sioux City 4. This is Explorers Baseball on Q102.3. All right, here we go to the bottom of the 8th. Exits down by 2, and we have not had anybody on since the 4th inning. Beckman has been lights out. He's around 80 pitches right now, and he has shut the offense down for Sioux City.
Beckman did have 1 save in the regular season, Woody. Pitched 72 innings, struck out 50 guys, allowed 53 hits.
Well, he's got to be pitching the game of the year.
Yeah, this is incredible. Here we go. We got 6, Woody. Let's go now. Come on.
Yeah, Noah Perio is going to lead it off. He's 1 out of 3, singled and knocked in our first run back in the first inning. Popped to third and out first to pitcher. And there's a foul over towards the X's dugout. And it ricochets out into left field foul territory. Somebody coming out of the bullpen to go get it.
Yeah, we do have action now, Woody, finally, in the Laredo bullpen. I can't tell you who that is.
No, this is the 7th inning that Beckman's pitched. This has got to be his longest outing of the year.
You would think.
He's ahead 0-1 to Perio, and there's a ground ball stabbed by the third baseman, up with it over, and it's a 5-3 putout. Severio with a great play.
That was a great play. Just dove a little bit to his right, Woody. Took a hit away from Perio.
Yeah, Perio had good wood on the ball. Here's Ryan Court now. Court 0 for 2 and a walk, and
got to tip your hat. That was a great play.
Yeah. Ryan's come up with some timely hits, so this would be a good time to get him on base.
We do have a right-hander warming up in the Laredo bullpen.
And called strike to Ryan Court, who is a .331 hitter on the year. Played 99 games, only missed one.
There'll be a game 4 tomorrow night. 5:05 first pitch.
And that one misses away, evens the count.
Supposed to be a nice day tomorrow. Woody, 75. Should be a nice day for a game. Game 4, one way or the other. Could be a clincher for either team.
Yeah, just great weather this weekend.
Yep.
Well, it's a potential clincher for somebody as that one's fouled off.
That hurt.
Yeah.
I don't know if it hit the umpire or the catcher.
Yeah, well, they're both walking out to the mound, and usually when the umpire walks all the way out to the pitcher's mound to give the pitcher a ball, you're buying time.
Yeah, that hurt.
You're walking it off.
Yep, he's shaking that left. You put your left foot in, you put your left foot out.
A little hokey pokey.
Yeah. That hurt. You can hear when it hits that leather.
So it's 1-2 to Court.
Coming up on the 10 o'clock hour here in Sioux City. 4 outs to give him yet. Let's go, boys.
Yeah. Crowd stirring a little bit, trying to help get something going. Curveball misses. And it's going to make a 2-2.
Pete Incaviglia saying, Mr. Umpire, sir, where exactly was that one? Looked like a pretty good pitch.
And there's a fly ball hit to left, and it's hanging up there. Plenty of time for Morrison to get under it. So that's the second out as Court flies out to left. Just didn't get enough of it. Just a high lingering fly ball.
Yeah, we can't get a sniff against this guy. Last hit, I think, Matty Johnson back in the 4th inning.
That was it, a leadoff double to start the 4th, and then we stranded him on 3rd. Well, Tommy Mendoza, our third baseman, he's 2 out of 3, single double, scored a run, and last time up grounded out 2nd to 1st. And that was back in the 5th. It seems like an eternity ago.
He's retired 14 of the last 15 hitters, Woody.
And that's outside, I think.
14 of the last 15 hitters have gone down here.
Yeah, well, actually, the last outs, they've all been in a row after that, that leadoff. So
swung on and missed.
It's 14 straight. 1-1 count.
Explorers running out of time here. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs.
And Beckman comes set. There's the pitch. That just missed outside. Again, a little breaking ball. He didn't get the call on that one. So he's missed a couple times this inning with the breaking ball. So maybe he's finally wearing down. He's got to be around close to 90 pitches now. And there's a called strike. That's going to even the count. 2-2.
Looks like that righty down in the bullpen is ready to go for Laredo. So we're kind of a distance away here. Can't see who that is down there. This is pitch 90, Woody.
All right. And fouled away.
Wow.
So he'll stay alive. Battle a little bit more.
It's a strange game, isn't it, Woody?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
We were feeling tall in the cotton going into the end of 3 innings. Everything was good, working.
And swing and a miss, struck him out. So another 3 up, 3 down inning. That's 15 straight set down by Beckman. We've played 8. It's the Lemurs 6, Explorers 4. Explorers baseball on Q102.3.
$173.
Well, we go to the 9th inning here at Lewis and Clark Park. X is down by 2. Laredo has the 9-1-2 batters up. Jeff Marquez, who's been lights out since coming in relief, still on the mound for Sioux City. And Marquez, since coming into the game and basically throwing 2 1/3 inning, has 4 strikeouts.
What do you have to think we saw the last of Ryan Beckman there?
Yeah, I'm sure that Brebbia was warming up, ready to come in. He's their closer. We'll see him in the bottom of the 9th.
Guy threw over 90 pitches.
Yeah. Here's Roger Bernal, who has yet to put a bat on a ball tonight. He's walked twice and struck out, caught stealing. And Marquez gets ahead like he has on virtually every hitter since he's entered the game.
Yeah, he's done a great job.
Strike 1.
Aside from that 4th inning, Woody, it's been pretty good, but wow.
Here's a ground ball. Bernal finally puts the bat on the ball, but it's an easy 4-3 put out as he hits it to court. So 1 down here to start the 9th. And you know, that's exactly what happened in game 2. Laredo did all their scoring in the 2nd inning in 1 inning, 5 runs. And we couldn't overcome it.
Left fielder, number 35, Ty Morrison.
Well, here's Ty Morrison now. Left fielder, he's scored once. He is 1 out of 3, single. He's also walked. So he's up for the 5th time. 1 out in the 9th. And Marquez just misses. So that pitch was a little bit low. Breaking ball. Morrison, left-handed hitter. And Marquez fires. That one misses for ball 2. Morrison hit .366 in 55 games with Laredo as their leadoff hitter. No homers, 10 RBIs in that time.
This is his 6th plate appearance tonight, Woody. Am I right?
No, 5th.
5th.
Yeah. And there's a strike there.
That's right. 5th plate appearance.
There's just too much ink over there.
Honestly, I said that 4th inning covers 3 frames.
And there's a foul ball off to the left side. So that's going to even the count at 2-2. Well, how many times have we said baseball's a funny game?
It is. Strange one tonight. Be glad to get Nitz back in this seat, Woody.
Dave's going to be ticked at us, though, if we put him in a hole going into the
I wasn't planning on this. Thought we had it under control.
He's going to say, see what happens when I leave?
What a beautiful night, though.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Good crowd here. That one's just high. Hello, 3-2.
We had a little that L.A. Chavez Ravine thing going about this 7th inning, though, Woody, when I went down to use the facilities. I don't know.
A few people exiting.
Well, it used to be a parking issue when we only had the one entrance.
Well, if you're listening to me tonight on the radio, and there's a little floater, and that's going to be an easy catch for Perio. So a little pop to the shortstop. 2 away, but, fans, bottom of the 9th, they're going to want to hear you. If you're listening on the radio and you're in the ballpark, you're going to need to make some noise in the bottom of the 9th.
That's right, Q102, that's where we're at tonight, folks. Back on the news leader tomorrow night.
Here's Nieves, second baseman. Yeah, the only radio station in town that does local news, by the way, KSCJ.
Yep, and I'm sitting next to the dean tonight, Siouxland's foremost newsman right here.
I thought you were going to mention Don Miller when you said the dean.
No, Don is like the dean. Don's like emeritus dean.
All right.
Yeah, dean emeritus, okay? You're the active dean.
I tell you, when I have to call on Don Miller to come in a pinch, though, he is still great at what he does.
Absolutely.
Called strike, 1-1 to count. Enough about me.
That's okay.
But thank you.
That's okay. That's the way I feel.
Well, who did I start learning news under a few years ago?
That's a long time ago, Woody. Long time ago.
I remember there's a ball in the dirt. I seem to remember a cake come flying out of the newsroom one day when you and I were working together. I don't know if we want to go into detail.
We got to be careful. We're roaming into that Chris Varney territory when he started talking about poetry and that Bill Shakespeare.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I think some stories we could tell the statute of limitations has expired.
7 years in Iowa. Oh.
That's high and tight.
said Mr. Nieves. You can't see it, but you can feel the breeze on that one.
Yeah. Well, that's the second time, 2 straight batters he's gone to 3 balls on. That hadn't happened before that. He'd been very efficient. And there's a ball hit and caught as it hung up just long enough for Lang to get to it. So that retires the side. 3 up, 3 down again. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Come on, X's fans, let me hear you.
Come on, boys.
We need 2 to tie. It's Laredo 6, Sioux City 4, Explorers baseball on Q102.3. Now back we go to Lewis and Clark Park. Woody Gotberg and Jim Wharton, and John Brebbia, number 30, the closer for the Lemurs, is in the game, and he is lights out in his own way. .098 ERA on the regular season, 7-2, 19 saves, 79 strikeouts in 64 innings. But before that, Ryan Beckman in 7 innings work in relief, 7 innings of relief, Jim, over 90 pitches, 3 hits, 1 walk, 7 strikeouts, and no one in this game has had a hit since the 4th inning. Laredo's last hit was also in the 4th inning, and matter of fact, all 4 of their hits, the only inning they've had a hit was the 4th inning.
Just weird, Woody. I don't know what to say. Just pick your poison with these guys too. With Brebbia in here, Brebbia appeared in 51 games, Woody.
Yeah.
I mean, he appeared in over half of the games for this team, as you said. Under 1 ERA, incredible.
Yeah, well, we have the 8-9-1 hitters. Matt Coach, our catcher, leading it off here in the bottom of the 9th. So we need 2 to tie.
All 4 hits for Laredo in 1 inning.
Yeah.
All the runs and hits in 1 inning.
No hits in this game since the 4th inning. And a big swing and a miss by Coach.
Need a base runner, Woody. Got to get one on here.
Yep, Brebbia can bring it. Coach looking to drive one. Dave Nitz back Mike's side with you tomorrow. And that misses a little bit low and outside. Evens the count 1-1. 5:05 first pitch. Dave will be on the air about 4:35 tomorrow. Back on KSCJ, 1360 AM, 94.9 FM. 1-1 pitch, and that's going to miss away. 2-1 now.
Need a base runner. Let's go.
Yeah, even when Wart was in trouble, it was because of walks. He never gave up a hit.
No.
2-1 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. Boy, if Coach gets a hold of one of those, he's swinging hard.
Matt has one of the Explorer hits in the evening.
Yeah, 1 out of 3, scored a run.
Count even to 2-2.
And there's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So he goes down, and he didn't get cheated on in any of those 3 swings, Jim. He was ripping.
Behind your left fielder, number 11, Brent.
And here's Brent Keys now, 1 out of 3, also an RBI and a run scored.
Seen a lot of baseball games, Woody. This is kind of like one of the strangest ones I've seen.
16 straight Explorers have been retired.
Shut down.
Time to put a start to that. Stop to that. And there's a called strike. Start Keys off.
Kirby, I think, came from Sioux Falls. Played in Sioux Falls last year, I think. Did he not, Woody?
I kind of remember him.
Yes, he did. This was the last team, Canaries.
Oh, outside corner strike 2. Keys is going to step out of the box. And he's in a hole here, 0-2. Have our post-game show coming up, which hopefully won't be for a little while yet. And there's one fouled off to the left.
JB driving back probably from Iowa City, listening to the game tonight. Doing our best, JB, but not having much luck here. They've shut us down.
And again, nobody has recorded a base hit since the 4th inning. And there's a big swing, and it's 2 straight strikeouts. And again, Keys not getting cheated either, but just can't catch up to that fastball right now.
Yeah, this, as I said, Woody, so many unusual things tonight. Just not characteristic of the season we've seen here.
Well, here's Matty Johnson. He's reached base 3 out of 4 times, caught looking back in the 6th inning his last time up, and he does have a double, a stolen base, a walk, and he scored a run.
Done his part. You get 27 outs, Woody. We got one more.
Yep. All right, Matty. And he takes high for ball 1. High fastball. Come on, fans. And that's high and away. So 2-0. Johnson ahead in the count, which
need a base runner.
Something the first 2 hitters were up there hacking, but Rebia now behind Johnson. So 2-0.
Wouldn't be surprised to see Matty take a pitch here, but take a strike. Need a base runner.
Nobody playing up on him this time as he flashes a bunt, and that got the third baseman's attention. So Severio came charging in. Severio is about even with the bag at third, and down at first base, Denker playing well behind first. Infield back, except at third. There's a swing and a miss.
Maybe down to our last strike here. We haven't as much of a foul ball here yet off Previa.
2-2 the count. And we are down to our last strike. So let's see what Matty can do. Here's the pitch. And there's a little number foul down past towards third, picked up. And it's handed over by the X's dugout. So Matty hanging in there. And we're trying to get the crowd revved up here. Get the hand clapping going. 2-2 the count. Rebia not in a big hurry. Here's the pitch. And Johnson just got a piece of that, fouled it back to the screen.
Pitch was out of the strike zone, but Matty has to protect the plate here with 2 strikes.
Yep, close enough. You got to go after that one. So we'll set it up again, 2-2.
Woody, when the Lemurs are leading after 7 or 8 innings, they're 40-0.
Ground ball up the middle. And Johnson's speed, he beats it out as the shortstop went into short center field to get that. Bernaldo doesn't have the arm to throw him out with Johnson's speed. There's no way they were going to get it.
There you go. You get 27 outs, Woody. That's what we said, so we've got a chance here. Tying run comes to the plate in the form of Michael Lang. Taking a look at these Lemur stats, Woody. They're 46-0 when leading after 8 innings.
Well, Brubby is a big part of that.
Brubby is the guy. 46-0. That's going to change tonight.
I got a feeling Beckman's been part of that too. Now, Michael Lang is so due tonight. He is 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Michael, it's time for you to get on.
First hit since the 4th inning.
Yes, it is for either team. And a big swing and a miss as Lang is cutting away at that one. Yep, we had about, 17 in a row go down.
Yes. Wind's blowing out to right field. Or left field, I should say, Woody. Lang was trying to get one up out there.
Yeah, not a very strong wind right now, but that's okay. And Brebbia, he's again taking a lot of time, so Lang calls time and gets it granted. Well, Marquez is like, give me the ball, I'm throwing. Brebbia just the opposite. He is taking all kinds of time between pitches here. See what kind of lead Johnson gets off first. He'll start to extend it a little bit here. But he's not the tying run yet, so Lang the potential tying run, and a big cut and misses again.
That was an off-speed pitch. Michael having a difficult time timing that one.
Yeah, Brebbia pulling the string on that one. Good off-speed breaking ball.
Down to our last strike.
Yeah, 0-2. And just caught the bat on it and fouled it off to the right.
That was close.
Yeah,
Lang protecting the plate on that one and just tipped the ball.
So it remains 0-2. And everybody playing deep in the infield, of course, with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. There goes the runner, and again, he just gets a piece of it, falls it off the end of the bat back to the screen.
Well, Rubio didn't check the runner there, Woody.
No.
You wondered why they'd send him, but, they're playing behind him, actually.
Yeah.
Playing behind Matty Johnson there. So.
First baseman is way deep.
Right.
Everybody's back. The shortstop, Bernal's on the edge of the outfield grass, actually. All right, here's the 0-2 pitch. There he goes, and again, he pulls it foul. This one down the right field side.
This is tough. Got a feel for Michael down the count 0-2, Woody, with probably the top reliever in the league. 51 game appearances this year. ERA at .098. You're down 2 strikes, 2 outs in the bottom of the 9th. Man, this is tough. This is pressure.
All right, Brebbia comes set. Again, no one paying attention to Matty Johnson on first. Brebbia doesn't care. And he throws, and there's a little liner caught by the first baseman.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So it's taken in by Denker on the little liner hit by Lang. So he kept battling, but that's the 3rd out. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left. Our final score is Laredo 6, Sioux City 4. We'll be back to wrap it up with our post-game show next.
Have a wonderful evening.